All right, I'm back. Um, that was pretty much what's been going on with me. So currently I am guildless, but I do have a group of people I've been talking to. They seem much nicer. They seem much more emotionally mature. So as a nice way to put it. So I've enjoyed them so far. We did a quest last night, and it went fine. We did get killed because we were undermanned. We didn't bring enough people. We kind of knew that going in, but we got a part of it completed. Um, Basically, we got a part of completed that none of us could have done on our own. And then the later part, I actually finished on my own because all I had to do was run in, cloak, and then talk to somebody. So I got that done. Let's let me go ahead and switch over to the game. Oh, I'm in the game. I thought I went to be right back. Never mind, I'm in the game. Why am I... There we go. Come on. Alt button's not always working. Alright. You'll notice, if you can see it, the top left corner over here, I have switched over to Light Jedi. I am going to try it. I have been reading some more stuff on defense and Jedi in the game, and one of these setups they recommended said if you're going, they were recommending to set up everything as defense and then do your stat mods and stuff for offense, which is kind of what I've already done. So I thought that might just be a good fit for what I've already been putting together. So my skills are a little different in the bottom. We're going to be trying that out today. May not work for me. I may not like it. It's not to say it's not a good build. It just may not be good for me, but we'll see. I need to go pick up... I want to pick up my parry power up again because going defense, parry is more essential. I currently just have agility power-ups, and that's just because at the time that's just what I bought, because I was like, well, you can't go wrong in a profession by just stacking a stat mod. Like it's gonna do something. It's just if you stack an exotic, it may not do as good with a certain profession as another. But stacking like agility or something else, when you look at the graph that's out on the internet, it's a stat mod chart. It shows you per every 100 points of a stat you put in on yourself, how much of a percentage of what that increases. And agility is pretty good. It raises multiple defense stats. It's kind of the reason this is not my tents. It's kind of the reason that I stacked it so much back in the day. I used to have a lot higher agility, and I think that's why I was better. But also, I don't have the robe or the belt. Once I get those two things, I will have a lot more stats on me that should really increase my abilities. They'll really enhance a lot. And on top of that, I'm gonna have to make a new lightsaber when I do that because the my crafting will go up. All right, let's grab. I stuck the parry mod in here for power up. Let's put that. Sorry, I just saw something on the screen. Let's replace that one. I mean, hey, at least that one's higher number than the other ones are. Let's bump it up. That's a robocall and recognize that number. Put this in my backpack. Also, one very good thing that doing that mission I did, it was in the Dark Jedi Temple. It's a Star Wars Galaxies Legends specific thing they made. The thing to note that I got that was very cool. Someone looted a crystal, and it was a flawless. And I don't know if in Lying the Live game I ever actually found a flawless crystal. I had a couple of flawless pearls, but and I think I was aware of this, but I just forgot about it. Hey, thank you, Dust. Um, I kind of forgot about it, but I that the crystals have a better chance at tuning at a higher number. So he reminded me of that, and he was like, "Hey, do you need a flawless?" And I was like, "Actually, yeah, I do. I've only got 2 premiums. The other ones are like I think select, or they may have been premiums that didn't tune very great." Um, and so he let, because the highest one I had before this was a 1920, so this went to a 2224. It seems like not much in your damage increase. It's like, oh, it only went up like 3 points. To a Jedi in this game, every point you can increase your lightsaber is beneficial because that's your weapon, and you can continue to modify and upgrade it over time. So getting a better crystal is the only thing I can do outside of crafting a better. Yeah, I know greater ancient flawless will tune better, but I don't got one of those, and I don't got a whole lot of money, so I'm not going after it yet. Plus, I don't have my robe, my belt, so I'm not going all out on money yet because I'm probably gonna have to sell my buy a uh but waste pack hollow. Hey, Dreth. I would if I could. I don't have the money. Let's see. I'm up to collectively all my characters. I'm up to about 15 mil. Well, I went with the group I went last night. We killed a bunch of Sith Shadow characters, and I saw about 4 different hollows drop, which is the best drop rate I've seen so far since I've played. So, and they said they actually did pick one up. They picked up a 4 or 5 there a while back. So, they, I'm like, hey, and I heard someone else I knew said they picked one up on a Night Sister at the Night Sister Seeing Mountain Clan battlefield. Well, I'm also not I'm not constantly grinding the same location all the time. I've done that before, and it's okay, but man, that's gonna drive me nuts, and that's gonna burn me out. How do you run Monopoly? Do you mean like he buys them up and then resells them higher? Because I used to do that. I've I used to buy up stuff that I knew was rare. Back when I had money in the live game, I would, if I, because I had like hundreds of millions of credits, I would buy up something that I knew this thing was worth more, and I saw it on sale. I would buy it up and just simply list it for like 5 million more or something. And I mean, most of the time it sold pretty quick. Well, all my alts are not even level 90. I still have to get one of them grounded. My medic needs to be grinded up, which I'm not even sure I'm going to keep her medic. I might make her officer. I haven't decided. Officer seems to be a better setup if I'm going to send her with my Jedi. So I might do that. All right. I am able to AFK. I did a little AFK grinding on the medic a while back. Did it for a couple days. I got her from what was she? 43 or 44 up to a 55. I like 16 in person. She's been pretty consistent lately. I'm toying around. Let me go to the quarantine zone. I'm toying around with going to Mustafar today and trying to do the droid army quest. If you feel like popping in, join me in game. We can do it together. But I feel like you can do that alone. I just don't 100% know if I can. The place I went to AFK for a bit was on, it was outside Corvella on Corellia, and there was a little bunker there that had several, like, it just had lots of level 90s, and there's multiple groups there. Tip, I don't know. I don't tip my medics too much. I'm like, they're completely AFK. And the only reason I don't tip that much is I don't got that much money. Oh, you want to show me for the 4 or 5? You know, honestly, too, the medics, it depends. Some of them, if I've gone to the same person multiple times, I don't tip them again because I'm like, I already tipped you once. My buff, I didn't, keep my buff for very long. Okay, well, check out the quarantine real quick. You said is it near? Oh, it's the quarantine zone. Okay. We'll travel there and check it out. I did so much in this game on live, and I was really good. I had. I mean, this isn't like I'm not trying to brag. I'm just explaining my past. I was in a guild that had a lot of really good characters, a lot of really good Jedi, and we did a lot of testing with our Jedi by doing various duels and things. And I know that's PvP, but it was our way of testing our gear to determine what was the fastest DPS versus the best armor rating, and we kind of determined for the way we all like to play our best setup, and that's the reason why some of the things I have are a little different than what some people are saying. Oh no, this is the best. You do this and you do that and you'll be the best. I don't like that approach. I don't think that's the best way to play this game, because let's say for example, because there are people that PvP. That's all they love to do, and that's fine. I don't PvP. I don't like it. It's too frustrating, and it's not because it's unfair. It's just because there's too many times where I've played it. Yeah, it's too many times where it's it's where you end up dying to, like, say, another player because they just got lucky on you, which I guess players like that, but it's fine. But you end up dying, and most of the time it's completely confusing and you don't understand how it even happened. Even when I've had my setup where I've had every possible buff I could get. Back in the day, I had officers. I had all the officer skills. Like, I had ranked up my GCW as high as it could. I had everything, and sometimes you still go into battle and just get wiped out in a second, and that's why I don't like it. That's not fun to me. At least in most of the NPC PVE stuff, there's an explanation. You understand that either that character is too strong, like that you need more manpower, or you understand that there's a debuff they put on you that ruined your things, or that they took buffs off of you. They put a dot on you, things like that. Usually there's things like that where you can figure out what went wrong. Hey, it's Dreth. You know what? I'm gonna add you into my friends list. Just so I can remember. Let's see. Let's do Dreth, and on the, you know, I should put in a group. Why am I doing comment? I'm gonna do Twitch. Can I label it? No. I need to change all these people to Twitch and just do that. There we go. You're in the group. I'm gonna move these other people to hold on. Ah, cool. Let's see. If you want, my Discord is I have a channel on there. If you want to pop into it, we can both get on there, and you'll be on my stream. I do ask. I know this may seem like a little silly thing. You'll notice I don't really curse in stream. Partially because I do have kids around. Also too, I don't know who's watching, so I prefer to try and keep that just more family friendly. So if we do get on there, just so you know. If you let it slip though, don't be like, you know, it's fine. I'm not gonna ban you because you said a curse word. Don't. I'm not like super strict. Let me see. Let me pop into Discord. And because of my stuff, let me switch over to chatting, because anything that pops over my window right now, it shows up on stream. I don't like that. Let me open the window. I mean, the fact that you're coming on here and you're on stream and you're wanting to help me out, that shows you seem like a nice dude. Or I should say, a nice person. I don't want to assume your gender. I don't often like, you know, do the whole like what's your pronoun thing, but I try to be respectful to people, because while I don't personally care about that, I know people do, and I choose not to be offensive to anybody if I can avoid it. I need to go into my server. Let me invite. At the front, can I search? Let me do. Where is it? Dust 906. I think I'm doing it right. It looks kind of funky on here. Oh no, that ain't right. Why is it? Oh, that's go away. Just hold on. That's what I thought. Okay, sorry, that's very weird. Where is the friends? Efren, there we go. I'm a little new to Discord. I mean, I'm very comfortable using it. It's just there are some command things that are a little bit different that I'm not fully. I forget where things are sometimes. Okay, and then I will invite. By the way, too, there is a the invite link should be on my Discord about me page. I mean, not my Discord, my Twitch about me page. Let's do. Hey, there's Dust. Let me pop in. So hopefully this will work in the chat, and I might need to turn my music down.
Test.
Hello?
Testing.
Hey, I hear you.
Yeah, so it's gonna be weird because I'm gonna get the feedback.
Yeah, that's probably true.
So
I
I'm
mean, if
gonna
you want,
the volume from your stream.
that makes perfect sense. Let me turn it down just a touch.
All right, so we'll make this quick.
Let me switch over.
When you load into here, you can't call it bike. They have strategically prevented people from using bikes.
I do remember that.
Go through the walls, so what you have to do is like just come over here a little bit. And you're going to be on this ridge right here. You can kind of see it. Might have to go a little bit further. Okay.
Oh, calling a bike out here.
So we're just going to follow this ridge a little bit west of the starport. And
okay.
they're probably going to be here. So if you come on the game, as soon as the server comes up, there's this spot. It's literally the last spot in the game that they haven't nixed yet. Yeah, I can see them already. Let's see. It's not a quest place. It has a quest, but they've allowed this for over 1.5 years now to go down, right? Now just observe for a little while what goes on here. This is all the same guy.
Yeah.
So there are 6 Night Sister Spellweavers, might be even 8, that spawn on a ridiculously fast timer around this circle right here, and then there's one Elder that spawns in the middle. They literally sit here all day, all night, 24 hours a day, looting Sith 4 or 5 waste packs.
Huh.
Yeah, so he's been doing it for over 1 year. I imagine he's got well over 1 trillion credits by now.
Probably.
Yeah,
is there a credit cap in Legends? Because I know in the old game there used to be 2 billion was the max you could have.
It's 10 now, because you could put multiple billions into a galactic registry at the bank. Like you could just dump it into another like treasury kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
yeah,
so
I never quite.
When the server pops up, you could literally farm this for a couple hours until this guy Tokrin. This dude Tokrin is the leader of this group. If you see, like, he's got an auto invite macro running, right? And that's the legality here. You legally have to have that running. So if you send him a tell, he's supposed to have an auto invite for you, right?
Yeah.
But what he'll do is because there's a quest here that you have to kill like 10 NPCs or some bullshit. He'll do it, and then he'll monitor you, and then he'll be like, "So is your quest done yet? How many left? How many left?" And he'll keep badgering you until, bam, he'll just eject you from the group.
Huh.
Yeah, it's just fucking whack. Sorry.
It is. That's fine. It is, but it's I get that. I mean, at least he's being that way.
I mean, it's kind of like whatever to me because I don't need a Sith 4 or 5 waste pack. But
yeah, I just need one.
Right. His theory is that he's doing players a favor by selling it to them at a fixed rate where he gets all the money. All the time. Yeah, it's whatever. Not many places.
I mean, I will say like 25 mil is expensive, but it's not outrageous. I mean, even on live game, I bought stuff that was 50 or 75 mil before, and that was a legit price. Like,
yeah. So if you're like diligent enough to play through it, you'll end up having your credits in the end, but you're never gonna get your time back.
No.
I can tell you I've never looted more than one. You know what I mean? Like, I started the game, I actually looted mine from that location. So, After that, I never went back. I just refused. So, I mean, I just wanted to show you
I
that.
should
If
have.
you take that waypoint down, that's cool. That's literally the last place in game you could AFK Night Sisters.
I wonder. I wonder if anyone has come in here and grouped with him so they had the quest, lied enough times to let them stay in the group for longer.
He's diligent, bro. He only plays for that spot. He don't go anywhere else.
He must have other accounts then.
You know where the other account is? Death to Watch Bunker. Like, the dude is farming trillions of credits for some reason, and the only reason I can think of is that he's selling them, because there's nothing in game that you would need that many credits for.
Are people actually selling the credits in this game?
Dude, they sell them anywhere they can. I don't know if you know a guy named Nitro from Chilastro, but he got caught up in that whole bullshit. He was a shot caller, like the PvP dudes, like they just caught him out selling credits.
Wow.
So I mean, and I wouldn't be surprised if like Bespin. Sorry, I didn't bring you right back to the starport.
No, it's fine. Can I call? Nope, can't call thing.
Nah, here, I'll try to find it. You just use your planetary map.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, it's that direction.
Yeah, but like, see, the first place I went to, because I play a game pretty hard. Like, I grinded all 5 of my characters, double backed them, crafter, combat. Before I even started playing, I got my waste pack and all my stuff situated. Then I took off like 2-3 months, and then I started playing hard.
Yeah, I knew kind of what to do from live, and so I basically took all my vet rewards. I just researched on the server like what they were going for, and I sold them. So that instantly gave me, not instantly, but over a little bit of time, I eventually got like 8 or 10 million from that, which allowed me to get a base suit of armor. So that at least allowed me to go out and do some things. And then I've just sold what I can. I mean, it's funny enough, one of the things my trader's been selling the most of is I make socketed shorts for reverse engineering, and people buy it by the factory at a time.
That might be me, dude.
It might be.
I don't know if you're the cheap guy, but there's definitely somebody that I prefer to go to, and I don't like. Look, I do a ton of re-engineering for people. Like, if you step out of your realm of making the attachments and switch to making power-ups, it's a whole other world, dude. You end up burning like 30, 35s just to cap one power-up, bro.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I did that back on live because I used to. I think I made a few plus 12 reverse engineer mods back in the day.
Oh yeah, nice, dude.
They were tough. I would go through, and this was all me. I wasn't buying anything. This was just me looting the junk loot. I had stacks of hundreds of different junk loots. Reverse engineering the stats into the 35s, and I would sit there and do like 15 35s into reverse engineer power-ups at a time, and I'd get like 1 plus 12, and I'd get like a bunch of 11s and 10s. But
yeah, so the chance, it's 159 reverse engineering chance. That's the cap right now. So then
I've got the reverse engineer arm. I have right now. I've only got plus 10 power-ups because of the time I didn't want to spend like the extra million credits per power-up to get.
I'll just give you some 11s, bro. Like, I make those
okay.
one shot. Like, they're no issue. If you have like 15 to 1600 luck is like cap, and it's very hard to chase when you're making power-ups. I've given to you like 12s are impossible. You might not. There may be one person that has 12s, and he or she only probably has one kind of them because they're impossible. It's impossible.
Really? I feel like I made a couple of them back in the day.
And 11s are easy as any day, like just make them 10s, 11s all day long.
Yeah.
But 12s, dude, 12s, forget it, dude. Because if you get 3 12s, you essentially just you can run a monopoly. I've tried it, dude. Waste like 100 power ups, dude. Like 135s. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. I definitely used a few dozen back in the day doing that kind of stuff, but
They got that 100% enhancer module that you could put into the retool now for every iteration. So when you use those to make power ups, it
yeah,
generates better results.
I made some of those too. I didn't cap them out. I just took whatever I had. I think I have it's like 90 something percent, so I was like it's good enough to get me
Oh,
an
yeah, dude.
improvement. But
That's
yeah, I've got.
cheap,
But
dude.
I recently though I recently bought a pistol for him that had the reverse engineer one in there, and then I added the exotic to that as well. So the pistol is plus
Yep.
4.
Then you got to get a chest
Uh,
plate.
yeah, I gotta do that next. I was asking some about that, and they really didn't answer me. So I was like, okay, maybe that's not a thing. I couldn't. Is that
Yeah.
also a shirt?
No. Shirt doesn't
Okay,
get a core stat. Just the
okay.
chest and the weapon.
What
That
skill?
stuff.
What profession does the core stat? Is that like weaponsmith and armorsmith?
So you take the power bit as a weaponsmith and you put it into the core prior to putting the core into the weapon roll. So you can have this core made prior to even considering what weapon you're making. So you just tell a crafter that you'd like them to make you a core with some re-engineering chance in it, and then you tell them to put the core in whatever weapon of your choosing if you want. If you go to the bazaar and you search strategically by enabling the attribute filter, you can
Yeah,
then
that's what I did.
scroll all the weapons and you could find a weapon that's already crafted with the reverse engineering chance in it already.
That's what I did. Because I needed my trader needed a weapon that was at least decent for defense, and so I went ahead and found one that had a decent number to it. Because I was like, I don't
Yeah.
need like the top thing for him. I just need something. I
Yeah,
was like,
so
I need
traders are
something.
really fun to play now. If you, I mean, do invasions and stuff, there's even some traders out there that double as beastmasters, and they go out and they do heroics, bro, and people pick them up and they do damage, dude. I mean, they're not that great at healing themselves, but they have fun, man. I've seen some crafters I'll take out.
I'm gonna have to do that then, because my characters are Chuckster's my Jedi, and I for the most part I typically keep him dark side Jedi, but right now I'm kind of testing out light side because I was reading up some stuff. People were suggesting that, and I'm gonna try it out. Uh, Cargo is my crafter. He's pretty much always a reverse engineer, but I kind of bounce him back and forth from the different professions depending what I need. I've got another crafter, Albie. She's also 90. She's just domestics, but she's not. I'm not really doing much with her yet. I was gonna probably try and get into food with her, and then uh, Onyx is my medic. I'm trying to grind up, which I bounce back and forth. It's like I want her medic because I want to have someone who can uh, go out and I want to have someone who can buff, and but then I also have a character named He-Man who is he's an entertainer currently, but so I keep debating on either He-Man or Onyx to switch them over to officer.
For stems.
Well, stems and just anytime I've gone out with groups, the officer buffs that when you like join a group, because I'm like, well then I could dual log myself and help myself out on some stuff.
Sucks because you gotta have the officer like near you at all times.
Yeah, but I've done the dual logging some. I did it on stream a little bit. It's a little easier now too because funny enough, if you haven't probably watched the old streams, have you?
I just picked you up right now.
Oh, okay. I so here's the funny thing. So I'm playing Star Wars Galaxies on a Mac, and I was playing it on software called Parallels that allows you to run a
Yeah.
virtual machine at the same time, and it was fine, and it worked great for stream, but I don't know if this is just if it was my installation thing or if it's a Parallels thing, but the lighting glitches all the time.
Are you
Sometimes it's
using
too.
any of the mods?
Nope,
Yeah. Okay.
nothing special. It's weird. It's like when you press L and you get your light, it's
Yeah, I know.
it's sort of like that light
All the
shows up.
time flickering
Well,
and
off in the distance, and it's almost like there's light tearing happening where it's like there'll be uh like geometric shapes that are in a light pattern. It's weird. Um,
yeah,
I
so
used to
it's like it's pixelating in your face.
yeah, I used to complain about it all the time, and I was like, I needed to look into what I can do different, and then I found another software called Play on Mac that I was gonna try, and thankfully enough, it was easy. I was able to um, copy over my files from the parallel software and just copy them over into the Play on Mac, and that allowed it worked. So
System
I was able to,
files?
yeah, all the system files.
That's good. That's
It was
gold.
yeah, it was crazy. Because I was like, this isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work,
You're
and it
always
did.
like, I don't even want to start this.
But but yeah, it worked, and then the it kept all the macros, all my character loadout, the way I have the different stuff
Those, yes,
laid out.
yes. So the Star Wars Galaxies files. When I booted this up, I just used my 10-year-old game files.
That's funny. I don't have those anymore. That computer's long dead.
I was surprised that it worked.
I do have though. I showed this on stream before. I do have this. Do you see it?
Oh, you got the original. Oh, you got the original box. Okay.
The original box that came out day one. Funny enough, from Best Buy for $50. That sticker's still on it.
Dude, the game was expensive when it first came out.
Yeah, I mean, I even have the funny thing is in here. I have the old discs, the 3-pack discs, and I also have the Jump to Lightspeed expansion disc.
Oh, relics.
And then I got the manual, which it's funny. The manual, there's not really any pictures in it. I mean, some of the pictures are there, but they're really small. It's got a
Oh, you got
bunch
the
of old.
budget one, right?
Yeah, it's got the spine. The one thing I don't have, and I had it, and I really honestly don't know. I must have just thrown it out because the game changed. But I had the old book. Did you ever see the old like I mean, I say book. It was probably a 200-page book.
Yeah, strategy guide.
Yeah, it was huge. I had bought that back then because like literally this was the first MMO I had ever played of any kind. So I had bought that because I was like, I need help. And at
Yeah,
that
it
time
didn't
there
tell you nothing really.
well, it it helped a little bit as far as understanding some of the stat systems at the time. And of course that was all pre-combat upgrade. I mean
Yeah, but it
that
took
was
you a month to get anywhere in the game for the first 30 days. Nobody could drive anywhere.
yeah. Oh, I know. I love telling the old story about when the vehicles first came out, how the starports were all littered with exploded bikes because
They just leave them, dude.
because they glitched because they couldn't even if you stored it the bike like stayed where it was.
Yeah, it's bonkers.
Oh man, old funny stories.
You used to be able to just have as many bikes as you want. And then they put it to 3, and even that was bad.
Well, and the funny thing was when that came out, there were only 2 bikes because it was just swoops and speeders.
Yeah.
So like it wasn't like you saw all these different vehicles out there. It's like no, there was just 2.
Bro, I remember when they came out with bark speeders, there was a guy, his name was Doggy, and he would come out in the front of Isley Starport, and he'd pull out all his bark speeders, and he would sell them like a car dealership.
I love some of the old stuff they used to do in Galaxy, and it was just funny. I there is a part of me that secretly misses the 10-minute shuttle waits because it used to encourage so much
Just
social
banter.
interaction. Yeah.
Yeah,
Entertainers used to hang out at the starport just to chat with people.
yeah. So they do have that kind of a weight. It's just not ever gonna be like pressing on you because
Yeah.
they've made it like
To
just
like a minute.
nah, dude. They cater to Care Bears, dude. Like you'll play the game, right, and you'll fight for the regions. And if you change a planetary region to higher than 70% in your favor, you then lock out starports for the opposite players now, right? But there's no real like consequence for that. They don't care. They just use an instant travel vehicle or a group pickup point or a flight of veteran, bypass the whole
Yeah.
traveling situation, and you're like, what did I just do all this work for?
How does I have to ask? How does the flight of the because like you put that thing in your house
Nah, just keep
that
it in your inventory.
but there's the other thing there's the, what's the other thing there with the little radar dish?
The homing beacon. When you're in space,
Homing beacon.
you get a button in your command browser. You can just go home.
Oh, okay. I haven't done that yet. I'm like, because I was with someone and they were explaining it and they were getting around really quickly, and I thought, man, that seems like more effort to like purposely go into space
Nah,
just to
the
travel
homing
back
beacon
home.
brings you directly to your front door of your declared residence. So if you have a house out in the middle of absolutely nowhere, this would benefit you.
Gotcha. Yeah, my trader's house. I went and got a merchant tent. I found a spot like really close to Mos Eisley because back in the day I used to always make sure I had a home that was close to whatever the major city was that people were using. Because initially on Starsider, what I was on, it was Corellia Coronet, and that was what everyone hung out by. So I had a house right outside of Coronet, and it helped my shop a lot. And I know people can do vendor search, and you can go anywhere you want quickly, and you can get stuff. But I feel like because Tat Isley is the main hub for everything, it's if you're gonna have a shop, it's best to have it there if you can.
It really depends what you're selling. If you're trying to undercut people, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you're
Well,
selling something that no one
I
else
under
sells, like I make Jedi Strike power ups that are close to cap or cap, there's nobody else on the server that makes those, so I'll just put the vendor in the middle of nowhere.
I pretty much undersell everybody. That's kind of how I've always done it.
That's capitalism, dude. Like you sell things
I
for a profit, and if someone else is doing better than you cut them.
we we one time on Starsider, I can't say I did this single handedly, but I feel like from my experience, it felt like it was me that played a big part in it. Um, I one time I had to go buy some crafting tools, and I don't remember why, but I went to go look for the price of them, and they were like, and granted, this was on live server, and this was buying the 15.0 crafting tool.
Yeah,
Um, it was like 30,000 credits for one tool. It was a crazy price. Um, and I thought, there's no way it costs that much to like make a perfect crafting tool. So I looked at my resources and I was like, I think I've got some of the stuff that can make a good one. So I looked through and I was like, oh yeah, I got perfect stuff. So I made a tool and I made a manufacturing schematic and I made 1,000 of them. And I did my math and I was like, okay, this resource was worth about, I don't know, at the time it was probably worth like 5 credits per unit. And so I just kind of multiplied and I said, okay, per my time and my effort for doing this, I was like, what if I charged 30 times the unit of the resource for the tool to kind of give a gauge on what the value was. And I was like, I don't, and my numbers may be slightly off, but I remember selling the perfect tool. I ended up selling it for like 10,000. I was like, hey, I'm cutting the price down these tools by a third, like down to the third of the cost. They started selling quickly. I started noticing, and that's why I would check the prices on the other vendors. I started
there's
noticing
stuff.
their prices started dropping. And every time I noticed their prices drop, I dropped mine because I knew that I could still sell my tools for 1,000 credits per tool and still make a profit for what the resource was worth. So I kept dropping and dropping. Before the game shut down, our server's crafting tool price went down to like 900.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, there's only one sale for a crafting tool. Once you acquired that crafting tool, I'll never need one again.
Yeah, but this was on live though. This was not.
No, I hear
This
you.
was.
I hear you. It's the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
armor. You buy armor, and then it's the armor smith's out of business. You know what I mean? Like same scenario. But with that being said, it's like almost
Kind of though.
trivial to me because you get items that are like 80 mil, 100 mil.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm just saying. But it was just funny though. Back in the day, I had bringing the price down on that, and it's kind of what I feel like they're some of the people, and maybe that's what the dude's doing. Partially with the waste pack thing was he was trying to keep the price down on it.
He thinks he keeps the price down. That's what he thinks. But what he doesn't realize is that when he's off the market, people actually play the game.
He really should drop his price down more if he's getting that much.
He's the only person doing it, dude, and you'd have to fight him for the spot. So why would he do that? People have literally rolled on him and failed, and he sits there AFK most of the time. So I mean, there's.
How do you? When we roll on him though, like, you can't boot someone out of an area though.
Another group of 8 and try to out-damage him.
Gotcha.
And then you just steadfast and try to take the spot over time. But he's pretty persistent, bro. He'll stay there all day.
All right, let me. All right, I know I've seen this.
Mustafar's pretty easy, dude. You'll be all right.
I've done some stuff in Mustafar. The problem I've got right now is I need to do the droid army.
Yeah, you need a group for that. That's definite. At least 3 people that know it.
I've seen people solo it though.
Yeah, you probably could.
Because I know I know part of it, because I remember even back in the day, part of it was a matter of where you placed the troops, and timing of how you do it. I just don't know how exactly, but.
So it's still the same kind, but you can't. There used to be a little glitch that you could just like Jedi could just cheese to the end immediately. They fixed that, so you have to play out the whole droid army.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could. The forward mark commander is the hardest part about it, actually, not just like dying from him, because he like tends to hit kind of hard.
What?
It's good. I mean, I enjoy doing. Go ahead.
No, I need to go figure out. I need to do the serpent shard because it glitched on me last time.
Yeah, Fate of the Galaxy quests.
Yeah. Where's this? I don't remember where that quest starts from. Let me go find it. Switch over stream so I can Google. There we go, serpent shard. Yeah, I was trying to do it, and the person, like, because I remember back in the day too, it used to do it. It glitched where you can't basically you can't attack the person or something.
Yeah, that happens. Sometimes you'll be like attacking something and it'll just de-aggro and then freeze.
The problem with this quest though is it actually like it messes the quest up. Like I think you
probably have to drop it and start it again.
Yeah, and I dropped it a couple months ago, hoping that enough time would go by, it would eventually get reset. Let me switch back. All right, it says they're in the cantina. I still so badly want to switch my Jedi over to Entertainer for one, just to come in here and grab the dance and song from the cantina on Mustafar.
Oh, just what is it? Quest? I don't do any of that stuff.
I'll show you. You can hold on. Where is the? Did I pass it? I think I passed it.
I get
No,
mad
I didn't.
about entertainers not getting nothing.
You
Invasions are pretty fun though. You can ever done those? I play those a lot.
I did one on stream. I need to do more of it because I need to get my GCW up higher. I want to get those. I need to re-get the officer buffs.
Bro, if you play those, bring your crafter, dude. Like, bring both your alt. Like, one crafter, one combat. Because people, like, they lazy, bro.
Yeah. So if you come in here in the cantina in Mustafar, and if you talk to these two people, Paye and Discret, you can they will give you a song and a dance that specifically you can only get here. But the cool thing is, if you get them as an entertainer, but then if you respec over to any other profession, you can still play the song and do the dance in the other profession.
Oh, that's neat.
So I had done it once before, way back, because again, I had money and it was easy to respec for me. So I just respec to entertainer for my Jedi. Got these
You get
two.
free respects now. You get a couple free ones a month or something like
Yeah,
that, and then it decays back.
but I switched back to my Jedi. So I would be like, it was just cracking me up. I'd be waiting for a mission to start with my group, and I would start doing this different dance, and no one else could do it.
I'll
Let me
have
see if she'll
to
even.
check that out because I have an entertainer, but don't go anywhere.
It's not this too bad. Yeah, see, she won't talk to me because I'm not an entertainer. Okay, I'm looking for it. What's his? Where is he? IKT. There he is.
Use the bathroom. Be right back.
Okay. All right. Let's see. While he's taking a break, if you are watching and you are not following me, please give me a follow. I'd much appreciate it. Hit this follower goal, and also too, if you want to go to Star Wars Galaxies Chuckster Plays on my YouTube channel, you can find different tutorials I did back in the day, re-uploaded, modified them a bit to make them eliminate a few things, like talking about the wiki as far as like the original wiki, or talking about the original station forms, because those don't exist anymore, and different things like the card game and things of those natures that we don't have. But yeah, you can find the tutorials on there. Basically, it's called How to Play Star Wars Galaxies, and also join me on Discord, like Dreth is, or Dust is. All right, let's go. Huh?
Oh no, I was just trolling myself. I'm Dread, bro. They knows me.
What's that waypoint? I must be going to ground. Oh, I should not be on this bike. I need to get that single person skiff. Good old lava flea. This guy cracks me up. Alright, what is he doing? There you go. He's not moving right. Okay. Yeah, I made a bunch of Star Wars tutorials back in the day before live shut down. and they got pretty good numbers. I think my old YouTube channel had like I think 150,000 views just from that.
Wow.
Yeah, it was. Now, granted, that was like I put them out like 11 or 12 years ago, and at the
Trying.
time,
I'm trying to see your numbers, bro.
the the thing is that I'm moving them because I had put them on my old channel that was really just more of a personal channel. It was all I had at the time, and I when I started doing the streaming and doing more gameplay, I decided I wanted to do more Star Wars stuff again because Legends was here, and so I couldn't easily just move those channels from one channel to or those videos from one channel to another channel. So I've just been privating certain videos as I republish them to this new YouTube channel, but I've also been re-editing them a little bit to, like I said, to modify some of the things that don't exist anymore.
I hear that. You ready for Bespin, bro? About 2 weeks, not even.
Oh, I know.
I'm hoping, yo, dude. I tried making posts on Reddit for like new announcements. They see Star Wars Galaxies and just remove it immediately. Yo, some people are so still tight about this game, dude. They just never want to see the words again.
That's weird. I don't. People are mad about like the game existing.
They are mad because the game ruined them. Like it, like crushed their hearts.
Oh, I was sad and disappointed about it for a while, but I mean, honestly, I didn't jump into an emulator right away, and I didn't play for a few years. I think that really kind of helped. Oh, what am I doing that bike for?
Definitely, it took a big old break.
Let me do. I can call the go skiff. It was a kind of funny timing though for me because pretty much when the game was shutting down, it was like beginning when I got married. It was right around the time I first had my first kid, and had a way more serious job that I was in a sort of new career. So it just kind of was for me it was a timing of that chapter in my life was ending. The time I had to just play games for hours on end on my computer really didn't exist anymore.
I hear that 100%, bro.
But now I'm unemployed. I got all the time in the world. It's by choice though, by the way. Just
I personally don't care. I'm just like, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Star Wars is my game. I only play this game, dude. Like, if I'm not playing a game, I'm doing my life. This is the only one. I play Emu too.
I tried getting into Emu and it's okay. It's just it reminded me of the things I didn't like about the pre. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
people don't like it because of that just sheer amount of grinding XP.
Well, it's funny. I like the grinding XP part because in this game, in Legends, when you go do a quest or something that you get experience, that experience, if you're level 90, that experience is pointless. There's nothing you need from it. But if you're in the in the Emu, every bit of XP you get gets stockpiled. So
yeah, so you can switch over, do whatever you want with it later. Yeah, I love that.
Exactly. Like that's kind of I think that is an aspect I miss of it, but you just kind of get used to it. But it's also weird to me like why they put a large XP amount of rewards on these missions that it's impossible for someone who's not level 90 to do.
Oh yeah, that's the fun stuff, right? You see like 100k XP for a level 89 mission.
Oh, like I'm fully gonna go take my medic over when she's like in the 80s. I'm gonna take her with my Jedi and go run the heroic prequests because all of those are like 180,000 XP.
Oh yeah, dude. There's so much XP from the end level quests that I can't even understand why. Like they would like. Do you really expect me to take level 88 on a heroic? No. Like
Yeah.
we're trying to do this and not die.
It's one of those things. I'm like, I don't think the only way to me to kind of change that would be to be like to have a, but people would hate it. They would hate this idea, and I'm not suggesting that it should ever happen. But if you had something similar to levels like you do with the officer program, to where over time you lose a little bit of your XP and you would drop, but not to say you would necessarily, huh?
No, I thought that was fantastic. I thought there should be a way to lose XP in the game.
Like I don't necessarily think it should be um like a permanent, or that you even lose like a lot of your, or maybe it's a thing where like you don't even lose any of your skills. Like if you attain that skill, you keep it unless you change your profession, but you would just simply lose your level. Like that would, because then that would mean you would lose like your weapon certifications, possibly you would lose items you can't use. You would have to maintain playing. But the other thing though, like I miss uh item decay. I think that should be in the game.
Oh, dude, they cry as soon as anybody says those words.
Yeah, I know people hate that, and I totally disagree.
Dude, it gives the armor smiths and weaponsmiths resale value. Like, come on, man.
Now, granted, I think certain quest items, there shouldn't be a condition on. It shouldn't decay them, but especially, I mean, but I think though, even the quest weapons and armor, that should have decay.
Something.
But like
Or even a superficial decay, like a secondary stat that decays the weapon that only a weaponsmith can fix.
yeah. The other thing though, I think they should add back in is battle fatigue, because that alone would stop some of the AFK players.
Yeah, their argument for that is, but you're trying to slow down PvP. We just want PvP. Please come play with us. And they don't realize that making PvP faster is not better. There is no
No.
longer any way to defend yourself in this game. They've even
Yeah.
gone as far as to remove turrets from SF player bases because there were too many people crying about them. And then they went and they created the invasions, and they said, well, we need turrets. So what can we do about getting these placed in so we can release these invasions? They said, we'll just take the targeting system from the turrets on the player bases. They said, oh, great, good idea. So they released the invasions. They said, we'll be back to you guys on the player-based turrets, okay? And then, boom, never seen again. So now I'm sitting here fighting for stuff that was in-game that they took away from us, and I'm just chugging an uphill battle now because they've been gone so long that people have forgotten that they even existed, and they're like, no, Dreth just wants to cheat.
Yeah. Oh, is that just the person? Same for you, Malay. Smoke crystal, fun. Why not tell me her? Use it for us. He will give it to me. Oh no. Oh, I forgot what's. Let me see. Oh, did I get it? Hey, I did the serpent shard. Or well, hold on, not done yet. Retrieve the. Do I pull it from here? Specs. Did I do it? I think I did it. Let me see. The serpent shard, where is it? There it is. Oh, okay, cool. I did it. It didn't glitch on me that time. Piece of onyx jewelry. Is that worth anything?
No.
Just like a decoration.
Yeah, just the stuff, like junk loot, whatever, stack gear, anything under like 23, I junk and sell it to the vendor.
Yeah, I pretty much right now I pretty much take anything that's higher than 20, just to
Here, you starting is not easy.
yeah.
Reverse engineering is the is the worst, dude.
I actually made a pretty in-depth tutorial on one of the tutorials I did specifically on reverse engineering. It was a 2-part video because the at the time you could only do a 10-minute video on YouTube. But I went into fully like how to make mods, power bits, how to reverse engineer to increase the stat, and then I showed like how this is the method that you would use to make the 35s. At the time, I kind of don't even know if the what's it called, the thing you add, the extra tool you add into the tool.
The enhancer wasn't out yet.
Yeah, yeah. It didn't exist at the time, so I did. That's the only thing that's not in my tutorial. But I even broke it down to explain specifically like how you force an item to go into a third order power bit, because
Yeah.
that was the thing that apparently a lot of people just were clueless. They just were like, I don't understand how you get the third order.
Yeah, you just stuff the tool full of stats and make sure you got 135 in there.
Honestly, what I do, just keep any stat item that has 3 or 4 stats.
I know, but when we were first starting, nobody knew, and I just
Oh yeah.
in the tool, and when those first came out, before reverse engineering power bit combinations were found, I had them, and I was making plus 40 bits. They didn't even have a cap on power bits when that system first came out. I had
Oh wow.
attachments that would let me go into Restus and tank like fucking sorry. So I would be able to tank like 20 people, dude, no problem. Hit all my GCW buffs. Every hit that would occur would turn into a heal.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so you're just playing like your a void in cap is on, and the people running around Restus look like chickens with their heads cut off because they'd be like, Dreth isn't dying, and I'm just sitting here like killing them one at a time. It was a really fun publish, bro. Really fun. You'd have like an officer come out with an entire glancing blow plus 2 suit before commandos got their dot published, and the officers could just come out and wreak havoc on the entire PvP group. It was great.
Do you remember pre combat upgrade, like the original game? There were how strong Tuscan observers were.
No, I do remember this NPC that used to come into Mos Eisley Cantina, had like a crown on its head, would literally chase you to the end of the map until it killed you. And yo, dude, it was so funny. It was like a 2-week period that we were just dragging crate dragons from the crate build all the way to Mos Eisley Cantina because they would not drop aggro, and we would just let them kill everybody in the city.
Oh wow. Yeah, we Tuscan observers, they were like, at the time of the game, they were one of the strongest things in the game. And so you remember how strong doctor buffs were back in the day. They could full armor doctor buffs, like fully set up, they had a chance of one shot killing you. Like they were
I mean, you talking like pre attachments on your armor? Because once you got a bunch of melee or ranged defense, you were pretty like good. Like
they I don't remember exactly the timing of it. I just know it was before the combat upgrade.
Now I hear you. DJMs were tough.
Yeah, but they but the funny thing was the observers could spawn like out in the middle of nowhere on Tatooine. They weren't just in one location, And so one time, a friend of mine, we were together out, like we were sort of near the school cave because that was back then that was like a place to grind. Uh,
Yeah, bro. Geo Cave, Squill Cave.
yeah, school cave. But they okay, hold on, get my guide bike, go that direction. But they we found an observer like out in the middle of just nowhere, like with another Tuscan, and he this was also back before they fixed the like now if you get aggro from somebody and you if you keep it, they won't you can't lead another enemy like from one part of the map to another part of the map. That's just not possible. But like not permanently, but back in the day you could. And so we actually drug the Tuscan Observer from the middle of nowhere into Bastine on Tatooine.
Ah,
And he murdered everybody because he wasn't faction based. And so I mean, it was funny because I have a screenshot of it. There was like 15 players at the time all trying to fight him, and I mean, they eventually killed him, but like he killed so many people. He also too, they because they were Tuscans, he wiped out every NPC that was in the area.
yeah, because they're offensive to like everything.
Yeah, it was funny. It was kind of a cruel prank, but honestly, some people were mad that it happened, but then other people were like, "Oh my gosh, who did this? This was the best!" Like,
Well, now they brought back the crackdown, so if like you're walking around on leave through Isley, for example, you could get flagged combatant now if you piss off that security dude too much. And what will happen is he'll spawn level 80s around you, and if you're not paying attention, they'll just kill you.
that's good.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. You see it like you're just hanging out, right? And there'll be somebody who just gets lazy and leaves the keyboard, and they'll spawn on top of you. So it's not like they came and they just saw you and targeted you. No, they spawned on you and they're there to kill you.
That's good because that's really there should be like not penalties, but there should be like cautionary things that happen to you because of the faction you picked. Like if you chose to stay out of it completely, then you should be the safest.
Don't even get me started on that. People faction switch like no tomorrow, bro. Like
Oh,
I
I
can't.
don't.
It's disgusting.
I stay. My Chuckster has been Imperial from day one on live, still is. He-Man's the only one I've gone Rebel because I was like, if any of my characters are going to be, I'm like, a He-Man character would be.
I hear you. I mean,
And I only did that honestly
it's
for
hard
just
to
the
do like
occasional.
it used to be. You know, like back in the day,
Yeah.
there were so many people that you didn't need to have to even consult with anybody that was even considering joining another faction. You know, like you're banned. Bye.
Yep. I had a
City,
my
city
guild.
warn you.
What?
Do you remember City Warn? I just give you 30 seconds to leave, okay? And if you don't leave, goodbye.
Yep. Some people took it way too serious.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. The ones that were like killing developers that would log in.
All right.
And they removed that when a CSR was called in to police a situation in a city, and he logged in, and they just city banned him or city warned him, and I guess he didn't know what was going on, and they just killed him over and over and over again.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so the Jedi FRS, that's another example. That ended because a developer logged in as Luke Skywalker Jedi Master and proceeded to get his butt handed to him by two Jedi Sentinels that were actually playing the game, and he had to teleport out of feed because he was about to lose, and they couldn't actually let Luke Skywalker get killed in
Yeah.
the game.
I don't understand how you would even have that coded in a way where your main character like that could lose. Like, why wouldn't it be coded in such a
They
way?
had people logging on a Jedi Master that didn't play the game, and they thought that with the system that they had created, that a Jedi Master would be able to beat 2 FRS high ranking, like
Well,
Jedi.
no, well, no. What I'm saying though is like, why wouldn't it have been encoded in such a way where that specific character alone had like some innate thing where it's literally not coded possible to take the damage for death? Like,
Oh, they're silly, dude. They probably just logged in and thought Luke Skywalker, Jedi Master, give me the title and the rank and all that, and I'll just put the specials on my toolbar and I'll be gone.
yeah,
So that's the experience I get a lot now, currently, that I play the game as a Special Forces player. I tune myself into these regions and flipping them and playing the best I can to challenging people for the planets in their entirety, and I find that people are beating the system. And I'm in conversation with one of the lead developers over this, and they didn't even know it was occurring, bro. This is like 10 years later we're talking about, bro. Like 10 years later, and I just started playing again. I'm like, come on, man. There's people that are circumventing the entire Special Forces system that are allowing, like, regions to flip like candy. And it's just gross.
huh?
Yeah, so
Where do I
there's, like,
get?
broken stuff.
Where do I get the Taurus eggs?
Oh man, now you're talking language I don't speak.
Oh man, I can't remember. I thought it was over here with all the Tauruses, but maybe it's not. Here's the share car entrance. I remember them doing that.
Yeah, so you just need the key to get in one time, and then you're keyed for life.
Yeah, yeah. I used to come in. I used to come here with a friend of mine. We would just come here and do share car all the time. We used to.
Well, I like doing that. They have a new heroic now. It's a Tesseract. It has the same mechanics as Shakar, but it's just like a beefier boss that requires you to have a group. Same mechanics of the like aggro. Then they got the Jedi theme park, which is like very difficult for one player to finish. So I suggest.
Yeah, I did that last night. So, I started with a new group I was going on with. I started stream talking about my current experience with a guild I had joined because I knew someone from back in the day, and it did not go very well. They a lot of very rude and ugly players.
Dude, they're everywhere, man. Like, I got a good rundown of where the guilds go, and I'm in my own guild from pre-CU because none of them go in my direction, bro. Like, they like want people to pick up on their bad habits, and I refuse.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, they. I mean, and the thing is, the stuff that they were doing, it wasn't Star Wars Galaxies things. It was just personally, it was.
Dude, they doxed you. Like, they start talking junk about your real life, and they'll like. Personally, like, I have nothing to be doxed about. I put myself out there, like, you're out here with your face on the internet, blah blah blah. So they tend not to do that. They play like behind their Star Wars Galaxies veil of character, and they'll try to like dox you, go into like your Reddit posts or your Twitter posts, and they'll try to like post them on Discord, make you feel all kinds of crazy feelings, so they could get like a reaction out of you. That's basically what they're fishing for. And if you don't get a reaction, then they're like, oh well, he's no fun. We don't want to play with him. Go get someone that will argue with us.
Yeah, they literally, so they removed me from the guild, but I was about to leave anyway, so I was like, whatever, thanks for saving the trouble. But they ended up oh jeez, they ended up following me onto my YouTube stream and started talking stuff on there, and so I just immediately was like, all right, you these usernames are banned from the stream.
Well, there's a lot of people they don't know stream like movement calls. Like, they have a Discord that I actively listen to via a streamer. Like, so I'm on top of all their movements, and they hate it. So I don't know what kind of situation it was, but I can tell that a lot of them are just a-holes, bro.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't that bad. Hold on. Hold on. I need to
Yeah, do
I
you?
need to go AFK for a second. Okay. My I think I mentioned before my kids are home, or my son is home. He's still doing virtual schooling. So I just have to remind him occasionally, like, hey, you need to sign into class or you need to do this.
No,
But
you're good, dude. I don't. I'm
yeah.
not. I'm not one of
No,
those dudes. Like I can't even stand up myself.
no. I'm just telling you. I'm not making an excuse.
Worst thing you can do, like to them, is just ignore them. They hate that even more than anything, dude. Like if you don't feed into it, they hate you for that. But with that said, I just play Star Wars, bro. Like it's very hard for me to find players that still are willing to play like hardcore Imperial. Like there's tons of rebels. I could give you a handful of names of those people. They'll come out just knowing that I'm special forces in a city that makes no sense. They'll be like, Dreth is there? Oh, we out there right now. But if I say in like Imperial chat, like, hey guys, I really would appreciate some help if we could go out and kill this one guy. He's messing up Corellia real bad. They're like, nah, dude, come defend the base. And I'm just like, that does not make me want to participate. Because every day is Restus.
Yeah, I don't. I went into Restus for a little bit only because I had to get the Emperor's Hand, the Jinzu Razor.
Yeah, I mean, like it used to be good for a little while.
I was thankful enough, like so I know I came in as an Imperial, and I thankfully enough found some of the rebels there. They were killing me, but then some of them were like, I told them, I was like, hey, listen, I literally don't want to fight you. I'm just here for the Emperor's Hand, and I'm gonna leave. And a number of them were like, oh, okay, like they were actually cool. And then I mean, I've sat there for like 3 hours with them, and I died a couple times because some jerk would run in and wouldn't leave me alone. But the rest of them were cool. They just let me sit there and wait till it showed up.
Yeah, I mean, I've been the asshole and I've been the good guy, so I can't really like. Right, I can't really advocate for this. But I will say that they have dropped the ball when it comes to PvP zones, where I think that they don't even care. So it's like whatever to them.
They probably don't, because PvP doesn't really affect questing for the most part.
That doesn't, but I mean, like little things. Like, why is everybody loading into the same spot at the starport instead of their respective sides? Like, why do you have to be like loading into a PvP zone, then double committing to actually going into it?
Yeah.
So like, it just screams wrong to me, because then you get like people that log into the starport just to hang out. I guess they're coming out with like King of the Hill for PvP in the Bespin. Like, I don't quote me on none of this, but like the rumor is that they're gonna have like a heroic thing where multiple waves of NPCs are gonna come at your group, and you're supposed to like engage in this type of environment until you can't kill them anymore. I don't quote me on anything else.
That sounds interesting.
Right. And then there's this PvP arena that they're bringing out that supposedly is on its own server. So, I mean, it sounds good in theory.
Yeah, I'm a little confused why they don't have a second server that's like PvP focused.
Well,
But I
now they're
guess they
gonna
just
make it so I think we can warp to this PvP arena, and the arena itself is located on another server, so you would be like figuratively be copied onto it. I don't
got
quote me on that. Don't quote me on that either.
gotcha. I'm quoting you on everything.
I know, dude. No.
I still can't find these Taurus eggs.
Hoping that Bespin brings some kind of breath of life into it. Like,
I heard I heard rumor, and granted, again, it's just rumor. I heard that they might be including some new like heroic jewelry sets for crafters.
yeah, no, like I already got pictures of those.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so there's a reverse engineering set that's gonna give you some more luck and some more reskill.
Of
Which
course.
is good. Anything over 159 is great because that just helps me make power ups faster and better. Weaponsmith is going to get the ability to make better cores. So the problem with Weaponsmith was that they were making all these cores that weren't capped, and they'd end up just throwing them in the trash, like rebits. And there are some others I just didn't prioritize them in my head, so I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the thing with for me playing, and it's kind of how I play the old game. I don't really focus on like all my characters having top gear and being like top notch. I pretty much choose one. And so like back in the old game, it was my Jedi, it was my main character, and so anything and everything I did pretty much was like in the name of making him stronger or better. And so that meant if I had to sacrifice doing something with my crafter or whatever to get this item um for my Jedi, then that's what I did. I'm kind of still doing the same thing, but the only problem is I need to get at least my trader, up to where he should be to do like reverse engineering stuff, and then I at least need to get one other character. So because especially in the Legends, with there not being thousands of people playing the game, like you kind of need to dual log.
You haven't max leveled your crafter?
No. My crafter's max level, but he's
Oh,
not. His reverse engineering is just not maxed out yet.
I really thought you were doing it. Like,
No. He's. My two crafters are both 90. My Jedi's 90 and my Entertainer's 90. But my
Master is the final. Beastmaster and Space are like the final frontiers now.
I used to love space a lot. I wasn't that great at it, but I used to like to do it, but I I don't it seems harder now.
Space?
Well, it seems harder to actually shoot. Like I was trying it the other day and I couldn't hit anything. I was like,
Dude, what ship are you using? TIE fighter?
"Oh, it's an old type. I'm like mid-level."
Yeah, those starter ships, dude. That is like the deterrent for a lot of players to stop space because those ships suck so bad.
Oh, I've got to go kill another thing. I cannot. I found one Taurus egg. I don't remember this being hard to find.
Just killing them.
No, like I have to find their nests, and I found their nest, but like you can't click on them.
The radial.
Yeah, it's like they're not clickable. I found one
Not
that was
like
clickable.
use your tilde key.
No,
And,
no, that's what I mean. Like you can't even select them.
the X
It's like
button.
no, like they're not a
I hear you.
thing.
You're just bugged out.
Maybe I don't know. It's really weird. Because I remember doing this back in the day, and it was like it was like every one of these things would give you a Taurus egg. You could get it pretty easily. But now it's like I found one, and I've been all the way in the cave.
Oh dang, you're gonna be stuck on Mustafar then, huh?
I might be.
Some longer than others. It's alright, you won't miss much. There's a lot of game to play if you're just like a new player. Like I picked up a new player from Tor that never played this game before, and came
I
over. And I
I'm
don't
in a
know if
couple of
he's
those too.
behind me, but he's pretty good.
I can see that though. I can see if you were used to playing other RPG games. There's a lot of stuff that carries over. Like if you're a COD player, this ain't gonna be a game for you.
Oh, definitely not, dude. Like I can't stand Call of Duty.
Did I get this one? Nope, I didn't get that one either.
I think I like Star Wars because I can just like load the screens up and just set it, forget, come back, say what up to people, check my messages, check my mail, check my vendors, play when I can. It's like kind of like background to me at this point.
Yeah. I play this. I started streaming just because I wanted to play it, and I was like, if I stream it, it might give me more of an excuse to or a desire to play it on times where I'm not feeling it, because especially starting off, the grind. Some of the grind's not fun.
Makes you log out sometimes. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, exactly. So you get those moments where you don't want to play, but you're like, man, if I just get this a little further, it'll make it easier for this thing. And so that's kind of one reason I started streaming, but also too, I was like consistently on my channels, like my tutorial videos kept getting hits. So I was like, well, maybe there's still a desire to see this stuff. So I thought if the tutorial videos are getting views, I was like, maybe the streaming it will, because I was like, I'm playing it anyways. So
I started streaming from scratch, bro. Like never streamed Star Wars before because the last time I played this, Discord didn't even exist, right? So I
yeah.
started from scratch, and I was doing 20 views while playing in Deathwatch Bunker within like 2 weeks. So it's
Yeah,
whatever.
I had not. I started streaming. I want to say it was around November, December, but I didn't really start actually doing it good, like better, until like January. But I kind of started it because I was doing stuff on YouTube and I was getting some attention. Like I'm at like 89 subscribers on there right now. I started that like a year and a half ago, but not really doing it hardcore. And then so then I started streaming just to kind of do both. But now I'm in this weird limbo. I stream stuff to Twitch, and I've been transferring it over to YouTube, because at the time I couldn't figure out how to stream to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, but now I know how to. So I need to daily switch over things to get it caught up. So then eventually when I get caught up, basically when I start streaming, I'll be streaming to both. So like chat will have Twitch and YouTube chat mixed.
That sounds crazy to me, dude. How much stuff is overlaying your screens?
Right now I just have OBS, the chat stream from Twitch, and the game screen from Star
No,
Wars.
I know it. I'm just like slightly trollish about it because I can't stand all the clutter that's already on my screen.
Oh, it's it seems cluttered. It's not too bad. Um, I've definitely seen some cluttered screens, but I mean, basically, it's kind of in like 3 quadrants.
I like Twitch because, I mean, I started it because I don't have the capacity to just record all this video and save it and then go in later and splice it up and then convert it and all that jazz. So I start Twitch because it just saves all the video, go right into the stream manager, cut and splice it right there, post it, and I'm done.
Yeah, yeah. Like what I do is when I'm streaming, I have the streaming starting soon screen, and I usually chat for a few minutes before I start and we play, and then when I transfer that over to a clip, like a highlight, I always trim out the starting soon and maybe some of the chat depending on what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm trying to ask this guy if he knows where the Taurus eggs are, because like I even Googled it and it says they're here. but they're
But
not.
it just needed to load back into the zone. So, I don't know if you're aware of this, but I saw you traveling to Mustafar, and you don't need to do that anymore. So there's this house on Rory that has like over 25 AT-AT heads in it, and they're all stored locations to just instantly travel to. You could like, I want to go to the burning plains on Mustafar and just radial this thing, and you're there.
Is it a game thing or is it a player thing they made?
It's a player acquired with their billions of credits multiple of these items, and then made a house full of these items. So it's like they call it a travel structure, travel wonder place, something like that.
Huh. I guess maybe send me the link. I'll show it on screen sometime.
If you go to Rory, load into like Restus, and then take a shuttle ticket to I'll get you the city name. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just go in further. Maybe stuff. I'm wondering if maybe the nest got used by somebody and they just haven't respawned. Like maybe I just came here at the wrong time.
I mean, are there more than one nest? I don't know. I haven't been there.
Oh yeah, there's nests all over the place. But if they were all used, I'd find that weird. There's like too many to be all used.
Doubt there's a million people over there.
I know.
You're in a good position to play like on a daily basis because you're never going to catch up to the point where you're going to be like playing Bespin on day one. You might get to the point where you'd be able to play Bespin when everyone figures out what's going on.
Yeah.
That's going to be the rough part. The real rough is like the first 2 weeks when everybody is just like dying for dumb things.
I found it. I found one I can grab. Phil, let me grab it. What's it doing? Come on.
Play the last couple weeks where they had astrometric flight.
Yeah, what?
They allowed people to use the ground space to fly their like ships, like astromet. I don't know, I'm pronouncing it wrong, but astromospheric flight, something like that.
Huh.
Where you could press a button and your ship would spawn, and then you'd get into it, and then you'd be able to just like fly around ground and shoot people. Like you could just dump your blasters on people on the ground, and then if you got high enough into the atmosphere, you transitioned into space. It was amazing, dude. I thought it was great.
Huh.
You're having like dogfights in Mos Eisley.
Okay, I've got 2 of the 10 Taurus eggs. I don't understand why it's not working.
You're gonna have to try and do a little kill mission. Kill some Taurus and see if you get one.
I've tried. I don't get them that way. I remember this mission. It was you go up to the nest and you basically steal the eggs. It's kind of like the Ernosaur eggs on Kashyyyk. You just go click on them.
I'm just gonna say that a lot of the questing I've written off my brain.
Oh, 2 people probably going after Shakar.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you could solo Shakar now. It just takes like 20 minutes.
There's 4 people here.
Dude, you'll always see like PvEers on Mustafar, and you'll be like, where are these guys when they're not playing Mustafar? I wish they had put like Vader's Temple, like something special on Mustafar that people would want to go see. Like nobody cares to go look at the Burning Plains or Lava Fleas.
I know. I'm really confused why they didn't include that with the whole like Fate of the Galaxy stuff.
So silly, right? And you're in the perfect timeline for it. It is just such a drag.
And on top of that, like Kashyyyk, like why wasn't there a huge storyline and questing that's related to Chewbacca?
Dude, there should have been a battle on Kashyyyk. I personally love Kashyyyk. I love that like once you get on the Riot Trail, the whole game changes and it's now on a linear path and there's different levels to that trail. Like during the CU,
Yeah.
when I was playing Bounty Hunter, I knew exactly where they were at when it said that they were on Kashyyyk. I would go to the 4th level of the Riot Trail. The Jedi were always grinding XP there, and I would just have a blast, bro.
I still can't. These eggs are still not showing up anywhere. Alright. Let me try killing some and see if that like does something. And I don't think I get them from killing them. I think maybe if I kill them I can grab one? I don't know.
Maybe you can radial one that you haven't attacked yet? I don't know.
I know, it's weird.
I know, right? That PvE stuff I just haven't done in so long. I mean, I sit here and grind mission terminals for GCW XP for nothing, just because I like to do it.
Oh, there's another Taurus nest site. You just do the mission terminals, like the GCW stuff?
Well, without getting into something I don't feel comfortable disclosing,
Oh, that's fine.
the system of regional control is done while Special Forces. So when you're a general, you put a certain amount of GCW into a region just being Special Forces in that region, and your rank going up adds to that. So I'm supposed to be able to put points into the region, and players that want to combat that have to fight me. Like, the system is designed that an SF player puts more points into the region just standing than you would be able to do killing NPCs.
Gotcha.
But they got a way where they can, we call it import GCW from other regions and circumvent the entire Special Forces system entirely, and it's like very upsetting to me. So like I'm fighting for Corellia right now. I'm trying to take it from the rebels. It's not really happening.
Yeah, I never really got into the whole GCW stuff except for just trying to get the officer buffs. That was the only thing I cared about.
Yep. Yep.
Because that was the only thing, like, I got those, and that was the only thing that really, like, it kind of put me over the edge as far as doing the, like, going questing on my, like, doing the hard questing on my own.
I mean, not for nothing, but you can get your weekly requirements for GCW with, like, 1 hour of PvP. Like,
is there a cap on how much they'll do every week?
So, like, let me just say that I'm, like, easily gaining 100,000 GCW points a week, no problem, with all the factional plays that I make, by not, like, switching over to an alt that's a rebel, or, like, playing to sides. I just play Imperial, so, like, I can commit to things. So, 100,000 GCW is way out of the range that you would normally need.
Yeah.
30K. And then after 30K, you start getting diminishing returns.
Yeah, okay, I remember that. Oh, there's another Taurus site.
Bro, you can make that doing 1 invasion a day.
30,000?
Bro, you could do 30,000 in 2 invasions if you know what you're doing.
Okay, because I did one so far recently, and I think I got around 4,000.
Alright, so when you get there for the first 30 minutes, it's a building phase. You're looking for
Yeah,
traders, and you want
yeah, I
them
did
to give
that.
you tools, you build, blah, blah, blah. So then the combat phase starts, and what you're looking for is a turret, a barricade, and a patrol area. So you radial the turret, you radial the barricade, and you get missions. Kill 10 rebels, kill 10 rebels, don't leave the area, stay within 10 meters. You do that, and then you start gaining a massive amount of GCW. So essentially, what they want you to do is defend those turrets, defend those barricades. The crafters, they can repair those.
Yeah, and the
But man,
entertainers heal your battle fatigue from.
yeah, that's we try to get some out there, but I mean, so I can get like 30 people out there to do the combat, but I can't get 10 crafters to come out and help do the crafting. So what ends up happening is you get the California rebels that come on around 7, 8 o'clock Eastern, and they're like 30, 40 deep, dude. They just come to Bestine and run it over like a freight train.
What time do they come in?
Six,
I get them
7, I want to say the
at
Bestine
night or
invasion. The Bestine invasion occurs every day at the same time, 7 a.m., 7 p.m. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when the combat phase starts. They normally don't participate in the building phase because they have the numbers to just come and literally blanket roll the whole invasion. It's fun to watch sometimes because you're like, dang, man, you wish you'd seen 40 players come in like that. Like, no problem. But when they come in, they it's hard to, like I said, to get crafters to come out and build for that phase when you see 40 players come and steamroll you. Like, it's very difficult to get people encouraged to fight that.
yeah, I did. I may have got lucky because I had done Bestine. I want to say it was. That's for timing. I'm on Central Time. I want to say it was around 9 or 10 o'clock Central.
Yeah, so they happen the same time every day. It's
Okay.
7 a.m., 7 p.m. for me Eastern. So then they happen every 6 hours. So there's 4 per day of each invasion. You got 4 Bestine, 4 Karen, and 4 Derek. They alternate 1 hour apiece after another. So in correlation with the space invasions, you'll have a ground, a space, a ground, a space for all day, right? It starts Bestine, Karen, or Bestine, Derek, and then Karen every day in that order. So you'll do Bestine at 7 in the morning, and then I'll take off an hour because that's when the space invasion starts. At 9 o'clock, Derek starts, and then at 11 o'clock, Karen starts. So you could essentially make a schedule to play the invasion.
Yeah, I kind of did. I kind of did that back in the day. Like I just because I didn't do them very long. Like I said, I just got it to max out the officer buffs, and then I would just occasionally go back and do one randomly. But I did it like daily for a while.
Some of the crafters do it because there's a general's backpack that you get that has like plus artisan assembly experimentation.
I want to say I think I did that back before.
You can just check though, like if you really wanted it, you just get general on whatever, and just, you know.
Yeah, but I'm saying I think I got that pack though. Is it like white and kind of big?
Personally, I'm chasing it, so I don't know. I didn't even know it
Oh,
existed.
okay. If it's not that one, I had another one. I remember the backpack my trader had for a long time was one of the Imperial ones that you got.
Oh yeah, the Ace backpack. That'll the ISD one from the Imperial Star Destroyer. You have a pilot one, an Imperial one, and a Rebel one. All same stats.
I cannot get any more of these Taurus eggs. I can only find 3. I'm confused what these dudes are killing. They're literally standing in one place, just killing Taurus and the
They're
Jundak.
over by Shokar, right? So that whole line that you look at in the planetary map, like from the entrance to your like what to call it, like the cut that you're
Yeah.
in. That whole line is littered with Tauruses, all the way to the mouth of that opening. So
Yeah.
be careful of your bike. They blow bikes somehow. I don't know how they do it, but they do.
Yeah. All right. Let's see if I can click on one of these. Yeah, it's like I already clicked this one, so it won't let me click on it again. I'm like, gee, thanks. There's only like 2 to click on.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to go exploring. Just drive the like center line until you find another one.
Well, that's what I've been doing. I've been going back and forth. It's weird. I'm gonna head towards
you're
that
gonna be
very.
able to use the same one twice. So what I would suggest is that you kill those Tauruses and the layer and try to get another, because another one isn't gonna spawn
You
until
can't.
that one's killed.
You
Oh
can't. You
no?
can't kill the layer.
Oh dude, you seen the new crate dragon, the super one? Oh dude, they got like it's like mutated, bro. It's like a level 110 out in the country, like out in Tatooine, bro. You literally cannot kill it with a group. What you have to do is strategically get spawn layers to spawn near his spawning location and hope that you get like level 100s to spawn to tank this thing.
Jeez.
Yeah, dude, one hit
Like
you're
you
dead.
couldn't. Like you couldn't do it even if you had like 2 or 3 groups
Not
together.
do it. You could have a PvP tiered type group, and he will lay the smack down, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, so the only way you can do it is like to get like a layer of 100 level 100 critters to spawn nearby, and then you like drag them over. It's pretty fun to watch too, because it takes like a half hour to get all the spawns set in your perfect conditions.
That's just nuts. I wouldn't want to do that.
I know, right? I've seen 2 people doing it. Like, the medic stands back and reses the bounty hunter over and over and over again, and they get it done, but it takes forever, dude. Like, 45 minutes for this thing.
Wow.
Kind of like a pre-CU battle, man. You're just sitting there trying to tank this thing for an hour. But the loot is those ancient flawless pearls and the horn sacrifice or some horn's future blue crystal.
Huh.
Yeah,
Okay,
then you get the Jedi Temple now that drops Dark Saber, a whole bunch of color crystals. That elementals are 6%.
Yeah, I was gonna say I went and did that with some people yesterday.
Well, you went and did Kazash and Zinnia?
No, we didn't actually kill. We were basically doing the whole like pre-quest stuff, and because everybody needed it, and so we all in the group we went and we did because whenever you do the mission, every time you click every time one person clicks on the mission part, it would spawn like 1 or 2 of those Sith Shadow people, the 92s.
Oh yeah.
And so we were just taking turns clicking on our stuff because every time one person would click, 2 would show up. So we would just take turns so that we didn't get screwed by like 8 of them showing up at once. And we ran through all that, and eventually it took us to the temple, and we got into the temple, and we got to the part where the first long bridge is. We only had like 5 people, I think.
Oh,
and
okay.
we were doing fine, and I really think we could have fought our way through it because we never really had a point where anyone was on the verge of death. I think everyone consistently stayed above like 40% health. And so we were doing, and we had several times where we had 3 or 4 of those things, like plus one of the boss ones on us, and but for some reason they wanted to do the like run, hold aggro, and like cloak out,
Oh no, dude, you
and
got this.
so they wanted to do that, and then someone got killed, and sure enough, like then I dropped, and then someone else dropped, and it was over. Um,
Yeah, so you
but
literally got to get through that place without stopping. Because if you catch that
well,
aggro, bro, woo.
so what I did, because then I looked online, because I was like, okay, how much more is there? Because I'd never done this part before, so uh, it said a Jedi can do this with cloak, and I was like, oh really? So I was like, I have cloaks. So I went in there and just found the spots where I could go through, and I ended up doing the whole like find the
Yeah, so if
scientists
you're
and stuff.
patient, it's fine.
Yeah, so I did that. So now I can go inside and do the last part of the quest when I need to.
Wait, so did you actually finish the last part to where you could warp into the temple for
Yeah,
Kazash?
yeah,
You could just go from the village now.
yep. I did it all on my own.
Yeah, that's easy. That's good for you, dude. A lot of people get all queasy over that because, like, the aggro is real in there, bro, and if you stop, you're dead.
Yeah, I just found the spots, checked the map. I was like, okay, that's a big enough area, so I would find a spot that I was, in between people, and I would stay there and just didn't move. Wait for my
Oh yeah,
cloak to come back.
there's a couple spots that are safe once you get there and like lose aggro, but a lot of people they don't lose aggro, they just die. They got it weird in there. If you catch aggro, you ain't breaking it. Like you can run forever, dude. It is coming for you. Like you
Yeah,
get to the whole other side of the temple, and then 30 things just show up and kill you.
yeah. I pretty much was just I would walk through the enemies until they start attack, and then I would keep walking until the first hit came in, because I would get a little bit further that way. Then I would burst run out of their range. I'd get to where I needed to go, and then I would continue to walk before I'd cloak until I started taking damage again, and then I would cloak, and I would just keep walking while cloaked. And except for there's those pylons in there that would uncover you from cloak, so I just try to avoid those.
Yeah, dude, because they made spy so strong in this game that it's like, dude, don't even get me started. That profession is the worst thing that happened in this game.
Yeah, I remember going. I respect the spy back in the day just to do the Death Watch bunker to make the jetpacks.
Yeah, but I mean, you
I
haven't
know.
been here a while, so it's like they've given
I've,
them so much, dude. They could literally pop out a cloak and just kill you before you even realize what happened, bro. And that goes to the point of what you were trying to say before. Like, you don't enjoy PvP when it's like that.
yeah. It's just you don't. It's like you don't know what happened, and it's like there's no preparation, there's no defense.
Bro, it's not even that. Even if you know there's a spy about to attack you, they have the ability to just lock your specials up.
Yeah. And that's yeah. I kind of feel like. I mean, I know people wouldn't like it and whatever, but like I kind of feel like PvP like almost shouldn't have your full range of specials available or something. Like I don't know.
Now
Or
you're
there
in
should.
dangerous waters, though. So, like, anything you say gets just, like, battered against. Like, quality of life changes have been turned down just for the sheer fact that people like to be stubborn.
Oh yeah. I mean that's everywhere. People. I mean honestly, the whole reason the game got changed to what it was because of WoW.
And because people didn't stop complaining, dude. Like,
Well, no, I'm saying the whole reason it got switched to the combat upgrade and the NGE was because of World of Warcraft. Because
no,
they
I
weren't
hear what
making
you're
it.
saying, but they were also not making, like, strides in making the combat better. They were just, like,
Yeah.
catering to crybabies, which they still do. So, the amount of development time that this game has consumed out of people would make them want to just like kill themselves, because they go through and they make these systems that nobody plays. Who is playing Chronicler? Like, who's making quests? I would love to know. I'll play your quest.
I've sold a few of those things.
But like the population taken into consideration, like less than 1%.
Oh yeah. Honestly, the only people doing Chronicler is the ones who are just completionists and they want to finish out something.
So irritating. You get the
Because I
people that like play
because I
general
only
and
did
then go.
Chronicler back in the day just to do it.
I like it. I personally like that they've invested the time to make something like that, right? Because if there were players that played like that, they would enjoy it, right? So with
I
that being
think
said, I play the game on a high tier level that they just make like it looks like a rolling circus.
what Chronicler would be better. 'Cause I think I mentioned this on stream once. I said if they had if they had ways where a player could basically build out an entire thing, or even like say if you could build out very easily a underground bunker mission or something, or just like things that made it faster. I think that, and if people players could sell that, I think that that would make Chronicler more desired, because people like someone who didn't know much about it could just simply go and buy, or didn't have the time or want to take their time, they could go buy a pre-packaged storyteller quest that someone made and just launch it.
Which is cool. But then you get in a situation where now I want to have an event, right? And I want this to be like a widespread storyteller event. So, how many of these quests do you think I'm going to make? Because you're not making it repeatable. You don't make it so a group of people can come and just do this quest. Like,
Yeah,
I want
that's
to
the
be able
thing.
to put a stack
They
of
should do that
10.
too. They
Like,
should do
say
that
for a
too,
board.
and then you repeat, like have it last for like 5 hours or something.
Right.
Because they do it with camps. When you launch it, when you place a camp down, it's there for a couple hours. Why can't they do that with the storyteller events?
Dude, and like for example, if I want to put 10 4 5 Sith waste packs in there to generate some players coming out here, that's what I want to do. But you only making one quest at a time with one piece of loot. That doesn't get anybody out here.
No. I think it'd be okay if you couldn't control the loot. If the loot was random and you had to like just say, okay, it's gonna be this like range of loot. And they even said like it's impossible for you to have ultra rare loot. It was just gonna be like some generic stuff that is out there like that. That'd be fine too. Even if they would just if they would tie in like I feel like if they would tie something in specifically, like maybe like junk loot to storyteller, I think that would get people to do it. Like if there was some, not saying junk loot, it has to be that, but if there was something specific that they tied to it, people would do it.
Absolutely. Like I keep telling these people, if you put a high tier space part for just like an end game space player, if you put it into the reward system for ground combat, they would descend like hell rain.
Yep. Or make it add cosmetic stuff into the storyteller. Like add a bunch of really cool, unique, appearance only items. I don't know, something.
And I'm
It's
down
just
for whatever because the PvE players, to get them to cross that bridge, they want a reward to do it. And the PvE players don't want to give any rewards. They just want, they call them figurative beans for killing people, and that's nothing. Like, no PvE player is going to flag up the special forces to play with these people.
no. Okay, I have gone from top to bottom of this chasm and cannot find. I'm looking, googling again, and I might just give up. Strike. This is collect 10 Taurus nesting grounds. Travel Taurus Isle. This is Taurus Isle, right? Taurus nesting grounds. Volcano, nesting grounds in the southern end of the isle. The layers are the large blue rocks we've been doing. Go and grab one egg each layer. Okay, there's actually waypoints. Let me go to chat.
Oh, there you go.
I'm gonna check these waypoints because if that's all it takes, then I've been wasting my time.
Sounds like all my gameplay.
But yeah, streaming though, I play. I do Star Wars Galaxies. I've been Wednesdays. I kind of run through whatever game I'm into. So like I was playing God of War 3 remastered and just playing through the story. And then when I finished that, I started up doing the God of War PS4. And then yesterday, I started doing uh, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2.
My buddy plays that. I'm a Dragon Ball fiend, bro. I've been playing, dude. Since Japanese subtitles, bro. Like
Yeah.
I've been watching the
Oh, me
tapes
too.
imported from Japan, dude. Before they were even on Toonami, bro. Like I used to love that stuff, bro.
One of the coolest things I did, I have two cool Dragon Ball stories. Um, I got to meet the voice actor who did Krillin.
Oh, okay.
And here's his I have his autograph. Let me see if I can get it to show. It's hard for the camera and the light. But I got a Krillin.
Dude. Fantastic.
I got a Krillin card, so I got his autograph on the Krillin card. I couldn't tell you his name. I don't remember his name off the top of my head, and you can't read the signature. But the other cool story, when Dragon Ball Super Resurrection of F movie came out, it released in theaters in a few theaters. I actually got to go see it on a big screen.
I dragged my girlfriend to go see that, dude.
I went and saw it by myself.
Oh no, dude, because she's like, oh, we gotta go see a movie, and I'm just like, for like when movies were going, I'm okay, let's go see a movie, okay, and it's like it's all her movies, so it's like whatever. This movie, my movie, dude.
Yeah. No, my wife is totally, she's like not into any of that kind of stuff, and my son was too little. I was like, he wasn't ready for it. Like he didn't even know Dragon Ball Z at the time. Now, since the pandemic, he's been home. He started back in November. He watched the entirety of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, and all the movies.
Oh, you gotta make him his eyes bleed and make him watch Dragon Ball.
He's watched Dragon Ball.
Dude,
He's watched all of it. He's watched everything.
The Red Ribbon Army, dude, that's torture.
Let's see, Chewbacca. Yeah, you can tag along for some Moosey stuff. I'm trying to get the Taurus eggs. You know, if we get a little group going, we could do the droid army.
I'm down for whatever, dude. I'll help you out if I'm here.
Let me see. Let's do. I just need to copy over these waypoints.
I can do the droid army with just you later. I need some time.
Oh, no problem.
It's not really a big thing. It's that you just need to be aware. Your like situational awareness has to be on point.
Yeah, I know it also just takes time. It's not a quick.
Yeah, it's not. You gotta wait like 20 minutes for it to start.
Alright, I'm turning off all my waypoints except for these. These are all the waypoints that says that there is a waypoint for the Taurus eggs. Let's go to the closest one first. Wait, it's over here. Sure enough, there's a thing. I'm gonna be annoyed if that's all this is, if I just simply didn't know where they were.
That's alright, you could have wasted a whole day grinding zones to watch one guy flip it back.
I did that one stream when I was getting the whatchamacallit, the Jinzu Razor. That's pretty much what I did the entire stream. I was waiting, and then, not joking, I cut off stream, sat there and chatted with the rebels for another 10 minutes. Then the Emperor's hand showed up, so I didn't even get the kill on stream. Okay, I think that's.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they're nice enough to let you stand there. That's all I got.
Yeah. So I'm assuming Bruni. I'm assuming you're Chewbacca. He invited me to the group, and then he came to me. My doctor buffs are about to die. 2 minutes left. That was the one thing I was considering doing was putting a if I was going to do AFK stuff, I was considering putting my medic on a buff AFK buff macro in Mustafar, the Mustafar Med Center, and then I was going to bring my entertainer into the cantina for buffs so that people could just come to Mustafar.
I mean, it sounds great in theory, but
They
applying
probably
it
won't.
ain't gonna get you nothing. Like, there ain't even gonna be. Maybe you might buff one person a day, and it'd probably be yourself.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too. I was like, they're
So
unfortunate people just don't.
that might affect the whole buffing situation because what they're trying to do is like they even got like apartments coming for Bespin. So like the clutter in the Galaxy, they're trying to reduce it drastically. So for people that got like 5-6 houses that are just there for items, I'm pretty sure you're now gonna have an option to just store it in a Bespin apartment.
Interesting.
Very interesting because
I wonder
like,
if that will be they should charge huge premiums for that, so it costs a lot of credits.
I mean, I don't know about that because I can't stand the loading of items when I'm going by houses. So.
Well, I'm only saying that because that would be a credit dump. Get rid of some
Oh
people's
yeah,
massive.
there needs to be more credit dumps. You know how much, dude? You know the super storage capacity increases that are in. I don't know if you're aware of this, but you get like the storage collections, and you could like
Yeah.
increase capacity. Okay, but if you go to the Lucky Despo in Isley and go to the basement, you have the opportunity to spend up to like I think 150 billion or some million credit, more millions, like hundreds of millions of credits for another 50, another 50, and I think the total cap is 2,400 items. The prices though, they get crazy, dude.
I imagine. Oh, come on, you stupid Taurus. You're annoying me. Bruni, so, or Chewbacca, I'm not sure what to call you. Do you need these quests, or are you just here to help me? Just curious. He seems pretty decked out. Okay, I think I already got this one. It's not letting me click on it. He's probably what?
No, he's bounty hunter. It's all good. Straight.
Alright. Let's see. Next waypoint. Yeah, I remember getting hunted by bounty hunter on the Jedi before the NGE. That's their thing. Since I don't PvP, I don't get bounties put on me.
I mean, you never will then. It's all good. Bounty hunter just catch you in the cloner, act like he got something good, so it's whatever. They don't even like, dude. It's annoying because most of the good players won't even try you. They'll just catch you in a stupid situation where they could 1-2-3.
Yeah. That was where I don't remember if it was combat upgrade or NGE or before NGE. I don't know if it was the original game or during the combat upgrade when I was Jedi, but there was a bounty hunter that got me like 3 times because he kept getting me when I was off in a cave.
Well, pre-NG, you could literally take people's name off the terminal. Like, I could get your name verbatim and then select that mission every time.
Yeah. He just got me because he knew he could kill me. I mean, I wasn't easy. Like I wasn't. It took him a few minutes to get me, but
Nah, I know. Dude, the whole, I mean, if you were grinding, that was a thing. Like, I'll just come
yeah.
for you and take your XP.
I mean, it was fine. I was getting far more. I'm not sure what he's going to trade me for. I was getting far more experience than I was losing.
Be back.
What do you want to trade me for, Bernie? Huh? Did it not open for you? Oh, cool. Yeah, I need those. I mean, not really. I'm okay on the at the moment. Let me remove that. I don't need it at the moment. I say I don't need them. I just don't. I haven't needed them for the current stuff I'm doing. All right. I don't think I clicked on this one. Okay, I did. Let me turn that waypoint off. All right. Onward to the next. I'm going to complete this stupid quest if it's the last thing I do today. I'm about getting to my time on stream. I'll stream a little bit longer, but not too much. So as far as Droid Army goes, if you guys want to do that, we can do it like off stream. But I have to go do lunch for myself and also for my son. But yeah. But yeah, hey, if I guess if all I got done was a Serpent Shard quest and the Taurus Nest, I guess that's 2 quests done. Progress is progress. I'm not gonna scoff at that. Okay, there's one over. Let's get where there's the closest. Yeah, that's the closest one. Hey, little sleeping dude. What?
Whenever, if you ever get 1,000 subscribers, YouTube will send you some kind of like box with like a diamond play button.
Yep. All right. I haven't said it in a little while, but by the way, if you're not following me on Twitch, give me a little follow. It's just that little button. You just gotta click it. Helps me out. Helps me get to the 50. I'm not necessarily trying to go affiliate yet. It's I've heard good and bad about it. Also, I don't want to be limited to not being able to post on YouTube. But I'm also trying to get to that 100 subscribers on YouTube. If I can make that, that'd be really awesome. Okay, let's do the next. Okay, click on this. Hey, I should have just gotten these waypoints. I don't know how I kept missing them. I kept looking at these things. I click on them, nothing worked. Oh. There's noisy on stream. I always have to do this. Oh no! I spilled stuff. I did. It opened up and I crunched it. Oh man. Clean up a mess. This is not liquid.
How long have you been? I mean,
2 hours.
how long have you
There
been?
you go. Alright. Let's see. Let me click on this one. Don't think I clicked on this one. Did I do it? Already did that one. There we go. Okay, next one is 78 over here. Also, too, if you want to join Discord, there's an invite link on my About Me page on Discord, or on Twitch. Or if you're on YouTube, any of my YouTube videos have my Discord link on there as well. Feel free to post things or information you think I need to know on there for Star Wars Galaxies. Or if one thing, if you have a guild that you really think I should be a part of, I'm open to, I'm looking for a current guild, especially after my last experience. I want a good one, mature people, respectful people, nice people. I'm not looking to be just in a guild just for a guild's sake. Oh wait, did I get that one? Yeah, I did that one. So turn that one off. Yeah, it's funny how I run into all these people now on Legends, and like they all seem to know everything about everything. I'm not saying you don't. Everyone just seems to know everything nowadays, and it's just weird. Back in the day, there's so many people that the roles were so switched back in the day. I helped out so many new players and got them beefed up. I mean, I had I want to say at least 4 players that I specifically like kind of took them in as, I don't want to say they were my apprentice, but like they were a Jedi and I was a Jedi, and I quite literally helped them get beefed up and get their rare loot. And like 3 people I specifically got them their Jedi Master cloaks because they couldn't get the Elder cloaks, and this was before the other cloak collection, the holocrons came out. I helped someone get through that stuff. I helped them get their holocrons. I guess you'd call me that, an old long time player. Alright, 2 more eggs left. It must be these last 2 I've got. Wait. Oh no. Oh, I did the right one. I was so worried I didn't do the... Oh, hold on a minute. Just so that doesn't happen. Let's delete these other... Thank you for protecting me. I'm deleting these old waypoints. I don't want to accidentally turn the wrong one off. I need to delete some other waypoints. Okay. On to the next one. Oh wait, it's this way. I need to turn my powers back on. Get that. Heal myself up. Come on. How did we get so many of these things on us? This is crazy. There we go. One more. Failing glowing. Sure, I'll pick up failing glowing. I need some failing glowing stuff. Alright. How are we pulling in so many of these things? Dude, geez, that's crazy. A little worrisome just because I don't have my doctor bus. Or my med bus. Alright, I'm gonna have to leave you because I need to get these Taurus eggs and this isn't how I'm getting them. Alright, I'm leaving. I'm getting the Taurus eggs. Woo! Run away! Alright. Here's some more Taurus to kill. And another nest. It's weird. I don't remember. The old game I remember being like you could just get. There were multiple Taurus nests. There weren't just 10. It's very weird. Because I remember basically completing the Taurus nest quest before we got even into the cave very far. Alright. Opposite end. If he's gonna pull in all those people to him, I guess he'll be fine. Because I've also got to get my... Eventually, I get me into a guild or a good group of people, I gotta get me all my heroic tokens to do... Get the heroics done so I can get my jewelry set. There we go. We did it. I'm done with that. Is there something else I can do real quick? It's not too bad. So we're gonna turn the serpent shard, turn the strike. Baza, travel to the mining camp. There are several nests around the camp that need to be destroyed. I'll do the Baza nest later. Man-eater, travel to the area. Minor menace, try the poison miner's camp. No. History lesson, is that the... I don't know if that's not the droid army. Maybe it is, I don't know. Alright. Bernie, I'm gonna head out. Can I call my travel? Yes. I need to go turn these quests in. And I'm gonna have to leave. I'm gonna leave stream at least for a while. I don't think I'll be back today on stream, but I will be playing today. So feel free to play with me. We can definitely work in chat. Let me go turn these quests in though. Actually, I don't know where the Taurus egg. Where do I turn the Taurus egg one in? The strike. Nerfa. Oh, geez, where is that quest? I'm gonna look at everybody. See ya, Booney. Or Bernie. Thanks for the help. And getting around there was a little faster with someone to kill him for me. Eventually, I will get me that stupid holocron, and will help me out. And then, because once I get that, I will have the waist pack, which if I wanted to, I could at least then wear a night robe to get the other buff, which I don't know if that would even be that much better, but I can get that, and then is this? Nope. Is that? Nope. 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 Is this one over here? I know it's him, but I just didn't know if it was the other person was in here. Once I get the waist pack holocron, that will allow me to then really feel like I can focus on trying to kill the other people, and then I just need to go into heroics because I need to get the kills to make those other sabers. No, I had to kill her. All right. Shard of the Serpent. All right. This is important. Biolink the item. Put it in here. Let's see. What is it? Reuse time is an hour. Let me just see. Okay. I don't plan on doing anything, so I'm going to click on these because I need to remind myself what they do. That one is a 5-minute buff. Okay, it stops a dot damage. That's not too bad. So that's not something I would use like all the time. You know what, bot in chat, I don't want to become famous, so we're going to let's see. Let's ban that person. Why is that not? And that opened up. I don't know why I did that. Let's pull that back up. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Why is what? Okay, that's really weird. I don't know why that happened. Okay, so we got Shard of the Serpent. That's good. Let me move it up a little bit higher. Pop it in my backpack. All right, and then let's go to the Taurus egg. What do I turn in? Or up? Can I just target? Okay, where is Urup? Where is Urup? Oh, there's Urup. Okay. I was wondering if they might be towards the front. Are they in the that room? Oh, nope, they're right here. What? Oh. Where's Nerfa? Wait, what? Where on earth is Nerfa? Oh no. Hold on. -2516. Hold on. One 470. Let me do Nerfa. Oh no, Nerfa's not nearby. Oh, Nerfa's way out there. I don't want to go out there right now. But that's what we're doing. Alright, we're gonna drive out there and take care of this. Hold on, let me get this back up. I can't. Oh, there it is. Why can't I see that? It's. There we go. Weird. Okay, finally I can see chat again. That's annoying. Let's go back. Alright. Oh, there's a person to ignore. Let's go to the community, to my ignore list. We type in Ladris, because they're an NPC the guild I don't like anymore. Bada bing, they're ignored and I do not see them or hear them anymore. Alright, so now we will... Be kind of funny if you had them on ignore if they also turn into a fuzzy hologram or ghost, force ghost or something. Because I'm like, if you're ignoring them, you truly don't want to be a part of them because you don't like them or whatever. It'd just be funny if you could ignore them and ghost people. Okay. What was that skill that you could force ghost yourself? I can't remember what that is.
It was the glowy thing.
Yes, I remember because I used to have that, and I was like,
no, they got it still in game. Only the admins can do it.
"Aw."
Yeah, it's stupid, dude. I saw, like, I was talking to one of the admins once, and he loaded in that way, and I was like, that's stupid.
It makes me wonder if there's something that that glitched where they like figured someone could like use it to somehow benefit them.
I don't know, when Jedi Theme Park came out, there was a whole fiasco with people cloaking and getting items from the bosses, and a lot of people got banned for that. But I think they banned them more or less because they just like embarrassed them because of how bad it was, because they let all those dudes back for the most part.
It's like a temporary ban.
Well, they wiped all their accounts too, so yeah. Good
luck with that sucks.
Yeah, so if you really want to play, have fun, start over.
Yeah. Yeah, I got my my account on live got banned one time because I had accidentally tried doing the slicing, the double slicing tool exploit that I didn't realize was I didn't realize it was like a bannable thing, and they were like, yeah, you tried to do the exploit, you're banned, and I decided a couple months later I just bought a second account. I was like, I really want to play this, so I wasn't that first count. I wasn't like that far. I only played it for like a year or two, maybe a year. And the second account is the one I played on for the most of the rest of the time. But about 3 years after the ban, I contacted Sony's customer support and actually asked them. I said, hey, I was younger, because I was like 19 when I did it. I was like, I was younger. I didn't know it was a thing. You know, I like to play again. And the guy looked at it and he was like, yeah, I think 3 years is enough time. He said, I think you're okay to come back. And so they unbanned my account. So then I had two accounts.
Yeah, that's good, bro. I never got banned, but close encounters, sure.
It was funny though because then I technically had 5 players because I had
Yeah, the unlock slot.
yeah, I had the unlock slot from the secondary account I was playing with. That
Yeah,
was crazy. I still wonder, was that intentional that they gave a third slot? Because wasn't the original game when you played it, you had one character per server?
yeah, but they couldn't revoke. They couldn't retroactively revoke everybody's unlock slot, and they wanted to
Yeah.
give everybody a second. So yeah, that got grandfathered in immediately.
Yeah, it's weird that they. It was just weird to me because I'm like, then you had a bunch of people who had three characters on a server, and then and other people who started at the game at that time, like it was impossible for them to get that.
Yep.
Let's see. I literally just need to come talk to this dude. This is annoying.
You could have had double unlock slots. You could have 4 characters if you had Ram 2 Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they let you like change the unlock slot to another character after the MGE, so you could like specify what character you wanted to have the slot, and then you could just delete the other character if you wanted and keep all your stuff.
Now I get to return. This is stupid. I had to drive 3,000 meters out just to talk to this dude, just to go back to where I was. There's definitely some aspects like when they added the whole legacy quest, they implemented more of that radio comm talking to your quest people instead of having it where you had to go physically see everybody sometimes, and or like for quest updates. And I'm like, they needed to retroactively go back and do that to some of these Mustafar things and Kashyyyk.
Oh, because this stuff is painful.
Because a lot of it's just a total waste of time. You're not learning anything. You're not gaining anything from going there. It's just time wasting.
You're visiting locations. That's all.
Yeah.
You know, you do most of the places you go one time.
I mean, it would at least be different if you had to go pick up your reward from if they split it to where, oh, you pick up your item reward from that person, but then you go get your experience for the quest reward to the main person. I'm like, okay, at least you tried to make it more purposeful.
You should do the Stormlord quest.
I know I did that. Not yet, though.
Yeah, if you get that Mustafar injector, you'll do more damage by using it. You know this.
Oh, I've got the injector.
Oh, you're good. No, I just didn't see it.
I turned off. I haven't turned back on. There it is. Yeah, back in the day, I used to mostly stack just agility.
I mean, it helps. I mean, PvE glancing blow is king still, so.
Yeah, I mean, people used to, because they used to tell me that too back on live, and I was like, but I'm not doing PvP, I'm doing PvE, and they were like, well, it's still. People try to argue like glancing blow is still, way better. Like they were trying to say like nothing compares, and I proved to a few people. I was like, I had my agility stacked up to, I want to say it was close to 1300 or 12, I don't know, something like that. And on top of that, I had I think I had power ups or exotics. I don't know what I did. Something I had parry up high too, and I I proved to them, I was like, this, I'm not saying this is better, but especially for PvE, I was like, this setup is just about as good because I was surviving way longer than they expected me to.
Yeah, because agility gives you a bunch of dodge.
Yep. And dodge and I did that on purpose because with dodge, when you look at it, they've identified, dodge is the first thing that goes through the damage counters. So if you dodge it, it doesn't have to go through glancing blow or anything else.
Right, but stacking dodge is very difficult.
Yeah.
You only get that agility, whereas you could wear essentially
Well, you get from
glancing blow exotics, and then you could put your resident stat into like um, precision or strength and give you like the damage output you want. Whereas when you stack agility, you're just basing your whole the whole system on your defense.
yeah, and that's what I did because I was PVE, and most of the groups I was in, it my DPS from Darkside Jedi a lot of times was pulling aggro on its own, and so going because I also was stacking strength, so strength was helping with that. But then having all the defense stacked up was helping me survive.
Yeah,
Because a
you'll be
lot,
better off as your setup as light side Jedi to just. I mean, agility is good. I would definitely take that, but like for the shirt, the weapon, I would definitely do like at least general glancing blow.
yeah, I've got glancing blow on this one now.
I personally made suits where I would have a entire setup change. Like if I was going to Deathwatch Bunker, I know that they are only shooting ranged weapons in there. I had a glancing blow 1 and then a glancing blow +2 and then a dodge in my shirt and weapon. Or for Deathwatch Bunker, it's now evasion because they drop mines. But you can get to the point where you can tank all of the super battle droids at once in Deathwatch Bunker now, and you could just like keep that train running the whole time. You don't even stop. Wraith to wraith to wraith. So the whole place is done.
The annoying thing I find about glancing blow is that I've looked online, I can't find anything that actually explains like I see it how it explains the arch of like how it's supposed to take 60% of damage out, and when you wear armor it takes out this much. Like I've seen that, but I've never seen anything that actually explains like what number of glancing blow is considered like good. People just say stack glancing blow. They don't actually explain like the number that's good.
Well, glancing blow has a cap. You get 7% from your entertainer. It's just like the rest of them. 7% from entertainer, and then you get 1 point allowance per shirt, weapon, armor. And then power ups, if you choose to use glancing blow general, those cap out at +6 or 7.
I know. I know. I'm saying though, like there's certain skill
mitigation there is.
Yeah, like how much do you need to actually have like because there's certain stats people say like, oh yeah, I'm not, this is hypothetical numbers, but they'll say like, oh yeah, you need this stat at +40 because if anything above that it's kind of overkill, you should stack this into something else instead. I don't really see anything that says like, oh yeah, you need to get at least like 20 on glancing blow or 15.
The more glancing blow you have is gonna like there's no diminishing return on glancing blow. There's just a cap. There's a cap on it, so you can only get so much out of it. And by getting that amount, you will then reduce the damage that comes into you. It will be mitigated more. Armor itself has a diminishing return. They say like 10k is the cap for armor, like resists. But glancing blow, that doesn't have a cap, and you could find that by just going into Deathwatch Bunker with say like just glancing blow in your suit, right? And then turn around and then put on glancing blow plus glancing blow ranged in your suit, like those 2 stats in your suit, and you'll notice that the damage that you take in is significantly chopped.
Okay, how do I travel to my home?
So there's gonna be somewhere in there.
Is it in other or?
It might be under space. I ashed one of those.
Oh, I see space. No.
I haven't used it in a while, so don't like quote me on nothing, but I'm pretty sure it should be under other. And I know it has to be placed in your house already, and you have to have declared at that house. It has to be your homing beacon. It has to be in your house.
I'm pretty sure I've declared everything, but it's possible I haven't.
Yeah, so just whenever you get a second, check your house. I'll ask someone in the meantime, but I'll get back to you on that.
I don't see anything, so I probably don't. That's okay. I wanted to test out this ship because I went and it's a newer ship. Let to land, coordinate, land. Then you can talk too much to these people. Like if I say I want to land, I tell you the city. Just make me land. Don't make me say yes, okay, again.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Are you absolutely sure? I'm about to hit the button. Are you really sure this time? Alright. Let me go double check my house. I'll get that set up and then maybe I can actually do it next time. Alright. Up on the bark. Yeah, I want to get the jetpack eventually, and then I'm going to give this bark over to my trader. Ideally, I'd love to get me some Riz armor for my trader. That's what I used to have. But I'm sure that's going to be super expensive.
What's that? Dark Saber?
No, Riz armor.
Yeah, like 7 mil, 8 mil.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad.
Same live prices for that. For armor, it's pretty much the same. I have yet to see anything significantly change with that, so that's cool. Jedi can wear armor at level 22. That's pretty cool too.
Yeah, I used to have my Riz armor. It was literally for my trader. It was one of those things like I didn't need Riz armor. You know, no one needs it really, but I wanted it to look unique for the trader because he didn't do much of anything else, and I literally put all the mods in it, like luck and everything for the reverse engineering.
Yeah. So I would my suggestion to you would be to like make your power bits and save them for best bin, like mid-tier best bin, when we figure out these 5 pieces for crafters. A little crazy making power ups and wasting power bits right now, but I personally like made 835s just blanket put out an entire vendor power up as soon as I get to 50s.
I just my problem right now is I have like here I'll show you my junk. Like this is the amount of junk I have to work with for power ups. Like there's not I have two things full and but it's like 2, 5. Yeah.
That's painful. I go to the bazaar and I buy it at 3,000-4,000 CPU a piece now. So like I'll just go to the bazaar and buy it in 1,000 bucks because I refuse to go out here and loot junk loot for hours on end.
So how much are you buying it for? Like you're saying 1,000 per or
3,000 to 4,000 per unit.
Per one?
Per one.
That's absurd.
Yeah, so you figure it's 3.5 mil to 4 mil per 1,000 units.
That, yeah, I guess that still seems crazy.
Yeah, but you figure, all right, so if I'm maximizing my junk loot, I could probably, with 1,000 of each, so you got 2,000 units, I could probably push about 100, 120, 35 out of that. You figure
Yeah.
300k per CPU on that. Let's see, 120. So it's 36 mil, 36 mil for all that you get out of it if you sell them, but like I don't sell them.
Yeah. Okay, get my multi-stat pieces.
The stat loot, that sells in bags of 50. So if you were to take your 23s, 24s, 25s and separate them, put them in a bag of 50 on your vendor, you sell it for like 1.5 mil, maybe a mil if you're undercutting.
It doesn't matter what the stat is.
That needs to have at least 123. So you separate all the 23s, all the
Gotcha.
24s, and all the 25s.
Right now, I'm just keeping my I'm mostly keeping my double stat items just for the third orders.
Yeah, those sell for like a mil bag, the multi-stat ones.
Keep that.
You could pull 24s and 25s on like a very good drop rate at the Fire Clan Cave on Dathomir. There's this one room in there that has 6 Night Sister Force Crystal Protectors in it that do not drop anything but junk stat loot. Like, these Night Sisters particularly do not have holocron drops. They only drop 24s and 25s. So you can go in there and spend like maybe an hour in the room and you'll fill a whole bag. Dude, it helps drastically cut down on the actual re-engineering iterations that you have to do when you pull like a plus 30 right out of the gate.
Yeah. Yeah, right now, cause that's what I was doing, just taking the high stuff and just putting power-ups on and just reverse engineering all of it. And for the moment, I've just been selling those orders on my vendor, whatever they come out to, because I'm like, some people don't need, especially for exotics, you don't need to have anything really higher than 18 for the most part, or for some.
18's that one glancing blow mod rate.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, 18.
Because isn't it 18 and 24? Isn't there some that have a conversion rate of 12?
Well, I don't personally know of anything higher than 18.
No, I'm saying there's some that I think they have a conversion rate of 12, so therefore you can use a 24.
Yeah, there's one like glancing blow ranged or melee is a ratio of 14 instead of 18.
14, that's right.
Why you would like, for example, Deathwatch Bunker again, you could get away with putting ranged glancing blow in, get the 2 out of it instead of the 1, and then effectively do more defense inside there wearing that gear.
So would it be worth it to actually put like all 3 of the glancing blows on your same piece for exotics?
Well, see, this is the situation you're gonna run into where you want more glancing blow, but it doesn't like help you. So like, you're gonna go into a place where they're all melee guys. Like, we'll say, for example, the Jedi theme park. There was no ranged in there, so you having the ranged in your shirt and saber at that point would be like a moot thing. Like, you wasting your slot.
Yeah.
If they
I know that, but
switched from melee to ranged, though, then that would benefit you. Like,
I'm saying though, but having like general glancing blow plus melee glancing blow, those two should work together, right?
Absolutely, they do. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you're like I said, if you, it's all weapon specific at that point. You're getting attacked with melee, range won't work, so you waste the stat by having it. So what I ended up doing is like I got like 7 lightsabers, 4 shirts on me at all times.
All right. So I declared residence in this house.
Okay, now it should work.
Yeah, I thought I did that one time, but maybe I didn't.
Radio the beacon real quick, just make sure there's no like crazy option from it.
It didn't show anything. Just examine.
Yeah, you should be good now.
Let me check. It should show up in here, right? At least the command.
No.
Not all?
No, all space commands come up only when in space.
Okay. Oh, well. Alright. Well, I'm going to sign off for today. Might probably still be in game, so if you want to play, let me know something. That's fine.
Yeah, no problem. I'm going to go do my lawn, bro.
You going to do your what?
Outdoor duty. Gotta go work on my lawn.
Oh, lawn. I thought you said you're one. I was like, what's your one?
Nah, I gotta go grass feed.
All right. I'm gonna switch over off game, and I'm gonna exit out of Discord. See you later.
Later, dude. Talk to you later. I added you.
Cool. All right, let's pop over to. There we go. All right. Well, progress is progress. I don't scoff at a little progress. I only get mad if it's nothing happened, and kind of fortunate in this game. That's rare. Usually you make some sort of progress, even if the progress is just simply you made a little bit of cash and you looted something. At least it's something. We will. I don't know if I'll come back on stream today or not. Some days I've been doing 2 streams a day. Sometimes I don't. It just kind of depends on how I feel and what I'm going to play. If I do come back, it might be Dragon Ball. And if you aren't following me on Twitch, please give me a follow. I beg of you. Thank you, Dust, for doing that. And anyone else who's watching, please give me a follow. Definitely go visit my Chuckster Plays on YouTube. There's all of these Star Wars streams are on there. Some of them I didn't quite figure out how to save them initially on Twitch, but all of them are on YouTube. And you can see where I started off on when I was very first beginning, like figuring it out, getting back into SWG. And then other videos I played, other things are on YouTube were like stuff with my son. I played a bunch of Minecraft stuff. There's a bunch of I played Darksiders. I haven't finished Darksiders. I need to do that. There's a God of War, Kingdom Hearts. I need to finish some more of the Kingdom Hearts stuff. But yeah, a variety of things. I definitely don't want to just stick to one particular thing. Now, Star Wars is the thing I do the most of, but people watch it the most, and I like it a lot, so that's why I play it. But yeah, I'll see you guys. If we don't see you today, I'll see you Monday. Again, Monday mornings, Friday mornings, Star Wars Galaxies. Wednesday mornings, right now, is God of War. Could be something different. Thursdays, it's not officially in my schedule, but I've been kind of trying to do like a review stream where I play something I've never touched before. I don't know anything about it really. And we load it up and we try it out for about an hour and we see what it does. So it's one of those games where there may have been something really fun or cool to do in that game, but if you can't get to within an hour, I'm not going to see it in stream because I'm not playing it. But we did. What 2 games we did? We did Deliver Us the Moon. That was actually kind of fun. It was not too bad. It was on PS4, and then PS4 as well. I did a game called House Flipper. I can't recommend that game. It was pretty boring, but I don't know. If you know nothing about home repair, I guess it could be fun. But I know enough about home repair. I don't need to play a game about it. But all right, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. This has been fun. It's been nice to get another person on Discord chatting. I had Mint for a while, but Mint just kind of disappeared. I don't really know what happened to him. He unfriended me on stuff. We didn't have a falling out. I don't no idea. He just left. Um, maybe he'll show up again someday. Who knows? I will see you guys later, and thanks for watching. And we will. Worst case, I'll see you Monday. So long.